Hi guys. Sorry for the wait. No, I've struggled this morning, Mark. I got up at a reasonable time, but I couldn't eat. I was trying to help Mum out. And I've got toilet issues. And then I don't know if I'm imagining stuff, but I swear the server's making odd noises, so I'm worried there's a fan bearing going in it. Or something else, but I've got no way of diagnosing it. I'm hoping it's just me being paranoid. I turned off the other rig, the render rig, thinking it was that, but it's not that. So I'm stressing out again. I'm trying not to, but I'm finding it really hard. You guys all okay? Don't stress. It's easier said than done, mate. I'm trying not to. How are you guys doing anyway? I'm sorry for the slow start today. I need to wake up. So I got up in plenty of time. It's just been a little tricky this morning. On the upside, I did get a text this morning from DWP saying they'd got my form, so at least that's happened. So that's a thing, and then I've done my prescription requests, so I've got that all in. I'm just gonna wait for them to get back to me. Oh. Yeah, welcome back, Mark. Sorry about that timing, man. What should we do? I need to figure this out. We've got destroy a certain number of aircraft, get assists. Okay. That's nearly finished, but it needs tier 3. What have I got in here? Sorry, I'm just having a quick look. These are all basically done, so I'm not gonna want to play those. Right. Let's have a look. Sorry, we're gonna have a mooch. But I'm probably gonna want to do something in tier 3 just so we can get dailies done. Just trying to see if there's a tier 3 set that needs anything, or maybe we'll play tier 4. The problem is yesterday it couldn't really do that because the queuing was terrible, so I don't know if we're gonna have the luxury of that. Is there a set where I've missed something? Don't think there is. Obviously I still need to do the filler on that one. That one's all cleaned out. I think they're all cleaned out pretty much. Unless there's something really oddly specific I've missed. Ship. Well, my special is stuck on planes, so don't really want to swap that partway through. Boats at this time of day, very hard to get queues for normally. Boats, it tends to be worth waiting until about 3-4 o'clock, and then the queues start to pick up. Generally what I find. Spiffy! I could do this set. I know it's rank 4, but it's the starter bit, isn't it? I could do that. Because I've got the Sakine done, but the others haven't been touched, basically. And I'm not far ahead on researching it. That might make the most sense. Might make most sense if I do that. Oh, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. I don't know if that comes through, though, dude, because I think they might throttle it. I'm not sure, though. Thank you, though. I do appreciate it, because it's how people find the channel. I have no idea if I'm gonna get along with this set, either. It's the other problem. Let's have a look. I ought to keep the points, really, hadn't I? Let's go with a point in that. I am gonna be very nerfed in these, because I've got absolutely no points on them. Yeah, I'm gonna get sniped bad on this. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, this set is really far behind. Okay. Should we say 5-3 and under to start with, and then we'll see where it takes it? Maybe raise the limit a bit later. We'll see how the queue does. I don't know what you guys want to play. Brutal, did you have anything in mind? Hey, you're right, JT. I'm okay, just had a bit of a stressful morning. Got a little bit of sleep last night, but went to bed later than I should have. And I've just woken up worrying about stuff. Got a server making a slightly odd noise, but I don't know if I'm just hearing things and imagining it. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking 5-3 and under at the moment. I don't know what you've got. Yeah, if anybody wants to join, drop me in-game names, please. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm a bit off today, guys. Yeah, give me a second. Alright. I've already got you on friends. That makes life easier. Right, there you go. Yeah, Brutal, did you want in? Can you let me know? Yeah, no worries, Bomb. Have fun with the game, dude. Yeah, right, hang on. Brutal, I've got you. Right. There you go. Been sweating? Yeah. I can understand that. I was a bit sweaty here, too. I don't know if it's just me, though, being weird and stupid. I don't know. I hope you guys are all doing alright. I'm sorry I'm in just such a bad situation today. Stop stressing. I'm really sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Trying not to get stressed out, but it's so hard. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm just I feel so dumb. I don't know why. I just get so worked up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just. I don't know how. I just get so worked up. I'm trying not to, but it's just been one thing after another for like the last 10 years, and it just gets a bit much. Do you know what I mean? I basically had 10 years of misfortune, and it's just grinding me down a bit. Sorry, guys. Oh, I hate it when I get like this. I get really phlegmy and I start vomiting uncontrollably. I'm trying not to get to that point. I've got the anti-sickness meds, but I can't drive if I take those. Happy playing thoughts, yeah. I'll be alright once we play a few matches. Do I have work? This is my job, JT. I used to have multiple jobs, but I had to quit to take care of mum and dad. I tried working jobs, but it was too much with everything else. I'm okay, I'm just a bit stressed out. Sorry, this is the first impression you get me. I've had 10 years of ill family and bad health of my own, and my dad passed away last year, and I lost my cat. And I've just been stressed out to all hell. I had to do some paperwork that I was struggling to do. I had a meeting on Wednesday for that. My phone's been dying in the last 2 weeks. So I'm dealing with that. And then in March, my computer started to fail. And I'm still waiting on the bloke coming around to help me to put it together, because I've got joint problems and I can't do it on my own. So I'm constantly paranoid about my computer failing, like, completely. But at least there's some help on the way in a couple of weeks' time. I'm able. It's just been one thing after another. And then I bought a replacement phone, right? And then I got scammed. I bought a phone on Amazon, and yeah, I ended up with an Indian locked phone, so I'm having to refund it at the moment. I'm sat waiting on them sending me the label so I can send it back. So I'm out a ton of money because of that. But I've got a new phone now. I went into town and got a new one, but I need to do the data transfer, but I've never done that before. So, and I can't get my phone to connect to the Wi-Fi anymore. It's being really stupid. It can see the Wi-Fi, it says it's connected, but it won't show for Google that it's back, like, there, so it won't attempt to do a backup. And I'm gonna take it into the shop, because the shop said they'd help me. They said if I came in, for free, they'd help me do it, which is really nice of them, so I'm gonna go see them on Saturday. But I've ended up spending more money on a phone. I'm waiting to see if I can get this stupid refund sorted. I just want to get the calls and texts off there, you know? I just want to get the important stuff off there. I can extract any photos off there. I'm gonna do that tonight. But it's just like, if I can't tell the new phone to connect to my Wi-Fi, and I don't even know what the Wi-Fi password is, technically. I think I found it, but I'm not 100% sure. Because, of course, the person who'd know is gone. So, I've had to kind of guess and work things out on my own. And I'm not 100% sure. But I can't get to that point with the new phone because it wants to do the setup and the data things. So I've had to leave it alone. So I'm going to go into the shop, use their Wi-Fi, get it all done, and then bring it home and then hope that I've got the right Wi-Fi password. I have a router. The problem is my dad was in IT. He wouldn't use the standard password. There's no password stuck on the router. No, I know. He uses Enterprise Kit. It's not standard normal stuff, just to make things more complicated. This is the problem. Everything here is so complicated and non-standard. And I don't have the IT knowledge he had. So I'm staring at things and I don't know how to operate them. There's some stuff I've worked out, but because he got ill, he couldn't teach me. So I'm sat trying to figure it all out. I have an internet provider, but I don't know if they'll have access to the router because the router's got nothing to do with them. It's a third-party router, brutal. It's a completely different thing because it's Enterprise Kit. It's got nothing to do with my internet provider. It's not like I bought an internet package and I've got the router from them. Yeah, so it's really bloody complicated. What happened? I'm just having a bad day. Sorry. Alright, let's play. Let's get some matches going. If I bought it with my credit, I don't have a credit card. I bought that phone through Amazon. I'm in the process of refunding it. It says the sellers approved the refund and they're sending me a packing label, but I'm stuck until they send that to me. It says I'm supposed to get the label within 2 days, but it's not turned up yet. So if I don't get it next week, I'll have to talk to Amazon support and figure it out. I'll get it sorted. It's just gonna take time. Just I don't want to piss Amazon off because my Amazon account's in good standing. I don't want to ruin that. Yes, your account, the King Cat one, Ariel. Or am I misremembering? It is that one, isn't it? Yeah, we're doing 5-3 and under. Is that alright? What happened? Just stress. I've got a server that's making a slightly odd noise, but I don't know if I'm imagining it. Or if it's actually an issue, or if it's just a normal server noise. I don't know. I really don't know. The thing is, I'm so paranoid that it could be nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna get all the photos off, Mark. I'm gonna do all that. That I can do. I know how to do that. It's just putting the data for, like, my texts and everything and my contacts list. There's a way to do it. If I'd have gone for a Samsung phone, they have an app that does it. But because I've ended up with this Google thing, I have to use Google's backup system. But I can't use the digital one because of the Wi-Fi problem with my phone. It won't let me do it, so I've got to do cable. The problem is then the new phone is going to want to download stuff from the internet, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to because of the Wi-Fi issue and the fact that I can't tell it what the Wi-Fi is straight away, so that's why I want to go to the shop and use theirs. What's the problem with my old phone? The battery randomly overheats, the home screen freezes, alarms are causing the home app to freeze. It won't load my texts and call history reliably, it lags. It's just falling apart, basically. The whole phone's just falling apart. Which is why I've had to bite the bullet and just get a new one. It's an age thing, Ariel. It's just old. Yeah, it's not picking it up, Mark. It might be another fault issue with the phone. The problem is I'm also in a room where, although I've got a Wi-Fi booster, I've got a firewall next to me and it blocks signal. And then when it comes to data and that, I'm on the wrong side of the hill for phone signal and data reception, so I'd have to leave my house, walk all the way up to the top of the hill to possibly be able to use my data, and I'm on a limited data plan. So, I don't know. So I'm just gonna go into the shop, it'll just be easier. Alright, ready up, guys. Sorry about all the aggravation. Hi, Mighty, how you doing? Hey, Stick. Yeah, I hope you're doing okay. I stress. I'm anxious and getting worked up. Sorry, Mighty, but yeah, sorry, I have got the sniffles as a result. Not having a good day. No, you're fine, boy, you're fine. It's not your problem, it's not your fault. Things will get better. It's just difficult because you get so stuck with everything. It never feels like you're gonna escape it all. Just feels like a never-ending cycle. Do you know what I mean? It just feels like the run of bad luck's never gonna end sometimes. And it really has just been one thing after another. I've tried really hard to take care of things and deal with everything, but no, don't donate to the stream. No, don't, just because I'm crying. No, 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 no. Not that kind of bloody stream. I don't cry to... I don't want to upset you guys. It's the last thing I want to do. Yeah, I don't want money from people. That's fine. Please don't ever feel pressured to do that. Don't. We're not that kind of place, please. I'm just glad to have some company. And otherwise I'd just sit in my room and I'd be tidying and I'd be driving myself stir crazy. That's the problem. When I'm sat on my own, I just ruminate on it. And it's a massive pile of stuff that needs doing here. Like, the tidying is monumental. You guys haven't even seen the worst of it. I've got so much I need to tidy up and sort out here. It's gonna take years before I can move, Mum. Because I'm sat doing all the cleaning on my own. It's about 15 years of stuff that's built up that hasn't been dealt with. And I'm trying to keep on top of all the day-to-day cleaning, as well as try and get the place tidied and junk all the crap. So I can then get the move sorted. And then my mum's got 2 storage lots with stuff in as well from her mum that she never dealt with. Hey, Frack. It's so much. And my brother doesn't really help. So I've got to do all of it. I'm just stuck doing it all on my own. No, he doesn't, Mark. He's done a couple of things. I'll give him credit for that. He took me out for a breakfast and we went to the dump and he'd helped me dump a rusty wheelbarrow and a couple of bags of dirt that had weeds growing out of them, and you know, stupid things like that. But no, on the weekly I'm on my own basically. I've asked him a few times, but it's awkward because I know he works really random hours and it's not easy for him. And he's just at a house move and everything else. But, like, he's got his stuff all over my office and all over his room. And he's far more physically able than I am. But he just wants to get home from work and just sit and play games and ferment. And so I don't see him very often. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't ramble about this shit on stream. I'm really sorry. I just try and grit my teeth and get on with it normally. Yeah, I might have to look at that, Archimedes. Because I can't, I've only got a tiny little car. And I can't drive and then lift things into the dump. Do you know what I mean? It's too much. I can't lift things. I struggle when the kettle's half full. Like, you know, it's pathetic. It's really pathetic, but I've got joint problems, so I don't want to... I don't want to be weak and rely on others and expect stuff of people, but I try and get on with it. But my legs are so battered up now. My finger dexterity is getting worse. I'm trying to talk to the doctors about help with the stress and the insomnia and stuff, but it's a slow ongoing process, that one. But I will get there. I'm gonna get there. I'm not giving up. I will get everything done. It's gonna happen one way or another. Things will get better. When I get moved in with my partner and have my brother, have my mum's set up in a better place that's suitable for her needs, I'm gonna have to go over regularly, and I'm gonna have to. It's still gonna be tons of shit I'm gonna have to do, but at least with a smaller house for her, it'll be easier to clean. I won't have the mountains of stuff piled up to deal with. Hopefully I can pay to get some help with some of the IT stuff. So I can get this bloody server crap figured out. Because I just don't have the technical knowledge my dad had. I think the problem is as well, it's just like... Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And like, it's little things as well, like, you know, we had everything kick off over Christmas with him passing away and everything, but like, you know, then we had the internet cut off. My phone played up, the computer played up. Like, there's just like non-stop been issues, you know. We're dealing with the pensions and the pension company. They say they're gonna send you stuff and then they don't. But they give you like 45-day windows or things get invalidated or whatever, but then they don't communicate with you and you're sat like on hold calling them, going stir crazy constantly, and it's just... I've had to take so many days off just so that I can sit on a call hold thing. Do you know what I mean? You just... It gets ridiculous, and then my mum gets stressed out by it, which then stresses me out because she's stressed. And then when we went in and sorted all the bank stuff out with Dad, that then had knock-on effects with things, you know, and we're still in the process of transferring everything. There's so many things that just happen automatically, and you just don't think about them until they're no longer automatic, and then they start causing problems in day-to-day. Do you know what I mean? And there's a load of things I just don't have answers for. Like, I don't know what all the domains and stuff that he's got are for. Like, some of them I know what they are, but some of them I don't. So I'm terrified of closing them down and destroying something that I need. And it shouldn't have to be like that, but... It's really awkward, because, like, I love my dad. I love him so much, and I miss him. But I'm so frustrated, because he said he was going to leave me notes on how to do certain things, and he never did. And it's not his fault, because he got so ill. He just couldn't do anything, but he promised me he would, and he didn't. And it just makes it so hard now. There's things with instruction I know I can do, but because that instruction isn't there, I can't, and it terrifies me every day. I don't want to be mad at him, it's not his fault. The system let him down. He shouldn't have died. It was avoidable, but like... It makes me really angry because the hospital did an investigation. They found 32 pages of failures in his care that they identified, and I've got no doubt there was more that they didn't identify. And the hospital just went, we can't be sure when the cancer was terminal and it escaped the bowel to an exact day, so therefore it's probable, you know, potentially that it was terminal, we couldn't have done anything. But it was like, but you delayed it 16 months. You wouldn't listen. The GP wouldn't listen. We'd figured out what it was before they had. They did a colonoscopy, but they only did a partial, and then they failed to book the follow-up, which is what created the 16-month delay. And then when they did go, whoopsie, it's this, and they did the follow-up, they then didn't do other follow-ups to initiate the treatment in an effective time span. And then he went and had some scans, and then they booked him in to go into a specialist clinic because they didn't have availability. And there was delays between that scan and that operation, and it was like 3-4 months, by which point it had progressed. So, you know, they'd identified 7 tumours. And it had long escaped the bowel by that point. But, yeah, by the time he went in there, they found an 8th. They found an 8th. And they did a radioactive wash on it and everything, but it obviously escaped out of that cavity even more to a level that was not visible, because a couple of months later he had another tumour. And we were back to square one all over again. And he ended up with tumours in his lungs. And he ended up with another tumour back by his liver. And it just kept spreading. And then there was one on his heart as well. And he just couldn't bounce back from that. He wasn't well enough for another surgery. They gave him really aggressive chemo, but he couldn't. They had to nuke the dose by like 60%, and he couldn't hack it anymore. So they had to take him off of it. And he was just too weak to have any treatment at that point. So it was game over. I'm just really mad that they won't accept responsibility. I know it's a legal thing, they don't want to be sued, but like, I don't want to sue them. I don't want to take money from someone else's treatment. That's not the point. I just want them not to do this to someone else. Because it's so bloody horrible. My dad didn't deserve to die. He shouldn't have died. It was so avoidable. If they'd have caught it when it was in the bowel, when I picked it up and figured it out, within the first probably roughly year or two with it, he'd have had a chance. But that's the problem with bowel cancer. You don't catch it before it escapes. The chance of surviving beyond 5 years goes down enormously. And we said to them, we all know, and you put this in the advert, catching it early and diagnostics is how you stop this stuff. So why aren't you accepting responsibility? They wouldn't comment. They refused to comment. They do. They just don't want to be sued. I understand that, but I just wish they would say, yeah, sorry, we fucked up. The best we got out of them was, yeah, there's been a load of failures. We're gonna try and account for this when we look at adapting our procedures. That was it. The irony being, though, that there was a pilot scheme that was supposed to double check appointments and, like, booking in of things to catch people that had been missed. The woman that was in charge of doing that particular procedure between departments acknowledged, she actually openly acknowledged she'd fucked up and didn't follow up. And she said it was because they cancelled that scheme and she didn't have the time to bother to do it, basically. But she openly admitted she didn't do it because she wasn't required to. Because this pilot scheme for stopping people falling through the gaps had been stopped. So, she never apologized. But she openly admitted that she cocked it up. And the stupid thing is, she was involved at several stages. It was that particular member of staff. But no apology, no acknowledgement, no accountability. I'm sorry, I shouldn't rant. I'm really sorry. I'm just really mad. I don't want anyone else to go through this. Sorry. Oh, dementia's horrible, Archimedes. So sorry you had to deal with that. Okay, sir, can you speak English, please? English only in my chat room. I think he's asking why I'm crying. I lost a family member, and I'm stressed out. Sorry, this is the first time you interact with a case, and this is what you get. I'm normally pretty bubbly and chill. Things are getting to me a bit today. I'd like to think so too, JT, but I have such a bad run of it, man. I mean, before everything happened with Dad, Mum ended up in the hospital in a coma for a month, you know. And then they sent her home for the end, but she survived. Luckily. Really luckily. Problem is she can't do anything for herself anymore. That's the problem. This is why she needs all the help. I feel bad for her, because I wish she had the ability to do stuff for herself, but she can't. So I can't imagine being on her side of it, if that makes sense. Not being able to do a lot of the things you used to do, you know, like driving and, you know, like cooking your own food and, you know. It must be so frustrating. I mean, I feel bad enough I have to take a day off because I'm fucking cold, but every day not able to, like, go out and go wherever the hell you want to go and drive and I don't know, I'm trying to make life as nice as possible for her, but I can't fix everything for her entirely, do you know what I mean? And I feel really bad about that. I'm trying to keep things as normal as possible for her. But I don't know how. I can't just, you know, snap things into existence that aren't there, do you know what I mean? I don't know, it's hard. I don't know what to do half the time. I really don't know how to fix things. And to some extent, I suppose you can't fix everything. It's asking the impossible. Why am I crying? Stress. My phone's breaking, my computer's breaking. I've got possibly an issue with the server that I can't diagnose because the person who'd helped me is dead. And I take care of my mum full time, and I've had to spend a load of money on the replacement phone, and a person I bought a phone from scammed me. So I'm trying to get it refunded at the moment. Hi, Jacob. Yeah, I'm trying to be calm. I've just gotten myself a bit worked up this morning. I'm okay, Jacob. I'm okay. Just having a stressy morning. That's a good style. I play with the community most days when I'm on. Hey, didn't you see alright? Yeah, there's some lobby rules. It's basic shit.
Getting down.
Appreciate you sharing, by the way, our communities. Sorry, I've been a bit slow acknowledging that. I have read everything you said. I'll definitely have a look at that council thing and see about help with turfing stuff out. It's a little bit tricky with Mum because she doesn't like strangers in the house, so she can make things a bit awkward. Give me something to have a look at least. But yeah, I mean, lobbies, Jacob, it's pretty straightforward. Don't throw, don't break TOS, first come, first served. If you're on console, you need crossplay on. Obviously I'll have to give you your in-game name so I can invite you when the time comes. And we operate a cap system, so I'll declare a BR number. You just basically bring all your vehicles in under that number or on it, just not over it, alright? It's generally how we operate, just to keep things running smooth. Hopefully that makes sense, but any questions, just ask. It's not a problem. This match has been okay. I've not done great. I've not done too... My aim's a bit off today, but... Bit of warming up and practice, I'll be alright. Sorry, I'm in a bad mood, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I'm trying not to get agitated, but it's hard sometimes. At least I can go in on Saturday and get some help with the phone thing, so that's something.
Destroy the target.
That's what I'm... If I can deal with... If I can just chop some things off the list that are worrying me, that's a good start. I ordered the medications this morning, so that's another thing. I just got to wait for a text and I can go pick them up. I'm just trying to knock things off the list. At least the Department of Work and Pensions as well has acknowledged that they've got my form as well. So again, like I need to try and look at the positives. I need to try and look at the positives. I am slowly winning on some things. It doesn't seem like it sometimes, but I need to try and focus on the things that are going right. If I can get that phone done, at least that's something. I need to try and charge my dad's laptop again. I need to try and move some of his accounts and stuff so I can secure some stuff for him. Trying to think what else needs doing. There's tons of shit that always needs doing. I'm slowly trying to shred paperwork. I gave some stuff to charity last couple of weeks as well, so I got rid of a lot of like shoes and clothes and stuff. So I made some progress with that, at least. Last night I gathered up all the clips from July, so I've done that. I need to edit them down. I'm gonna try and do that over the weekend. I'm trying to think what else needs urgently doing, but my brain is a complete mess. My mum's got a couple of bills I need to pay, so I'm gonna get all that sorted out. My mum wants to go to the bank next week so we can sort some of her stuff out. So that's another thing on my list to do. You're right, Norgami. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I'm not my usual self today. I'm sorry. The last thing you guys want to do is come on and then see me like this.
Somebody attack him! Attention to the designated
Come on. Get this dude.
Somebody attack him! Engaging the enemy!
Oh, okay. Oops.
Attention to the map!
I got Rogue Wave, whatever that is. I can't even remember what that one is. I genuinely don't remember what that achievement is. Does anyone know what is Rogue Wave? Tell me. Oh, destroy the most AI ship units. Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense given the name. You guys alright? Just got a second jet. Nice. Which one did you get? Oh, it's alright, Ken. Thank you. I appreciate it. Should we do another match? Yeah, I'll calm down once I play some games and settle down. I'm just gonna BRB 2 seconds. I just want to go put my head around the door and just check the server a minute. I'm hoping I'm just being paranoid about the noise. I really hope it's just nothing's wrong and I'm just being paranoid. Thank you, whoever that was. Sorry. It doesn't tell me. Right, just hang on 2 seconds and then we'll queue, alright? Just give me a second. Alright, sorry, I'm back. Oh, I still think I can hear noises coming out of that server. I really hope it's nothing. The problem is, I don't know if it's just normal noise. I don't know. That's what worries me. I mean, servers make noises, you know. You guys alright? Let's keep. Thank you, Brule. I appreciate that. I'm sorry you've caught me on a bad day. How lag? No, 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 no. It's you're fine, dude. You're fine. I'm sorry. I'm just having a bit of a wobbly today. Just getting stressed and worked up about dumb crap, and I really shouldn't. I'm trying to hold everything together. There's just so many things on my head worrying me at the moment. Things are gonna go wrong. And the things are going wrong, and it's just getting a bit much. I don't like not being in control of the situation, and I hate not knowing the things I need to know. Do you know what I mean? To get things done. That's a bit scary for me. I'm someone who likes to research and know things and be able to do it and be proactive, but when you're put in a position where you feel like you're paralyzed with either not knowing what you need to do or just not feeling capable of dealing with certain things, it can get a bit much. So I'm trying to take small proactive steps to deal with things, but it's really annoying because, as I say, there's certain information I should have had access to that I don't. I'm having to piece things together. I don't have the help and support for certain things. I'm sorry to hear that, Lag. I hope you find something. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I know you're a smart guy. You'll have it all figured, I'm sure. It doesn't make it any less annoying though for you, but I can sympathize. I got out of uni and then I got the NHS, which was great, so I couldn't get a job for the thing I wanted to do. You're stubborn? No, nothing wrong with being stubborn. Stubborn will get you through. Stubborn's sometimes what you need. Stubborn can be a good thing, trust me. Stubbornness and persistence can be what you need to give you the fire to get through things. Come on. Okay, I got some ground targets. That's not too bad. I have to hop out. No, it's fine. You need AFK, dude. You need AFK. You're gonna make me hungry, dude. You know what? I'm gonna throw this in again. I might seem a little crazy, but... Hey, Elsie, you alright? Oh, no, dude. You make sure you get some good rest. Yeah, you make sure you sort yourself out, mate. Yeah, make sure to take care of yourself. I'm sorry you've had a really long one. I hope they've given you a couple of days off just to recuperate. Yeah, you stay safe. Thanks for dropping in though, Elsie. It's nice to hear from you. But yeah, I hope you get some good rest, alright? Oh, I really want to get these enemies. I'm diving head on into this, but... There may be some bacon. Oh, it might be a bit moldy by the time it gets there. I'm supposed to be having a maple pork joint thing tonight. Although, Mum has said I can make it another day. Might be bad, because I don't feel very good for eating today. I don't know. I mean, I had a pot of porridge in the end this morning. I struggled with that, to be honest. But I did at least have something this morning. I'm sorry it delayed me starting the stream, but I needed to try. I needed to try and have something this morning. Right, I think I've taken about 30 ground units out. Yeah, 28. Okay. Yeah, so I've done alright. Got a nice big chunk of damage off of them, score-wise. So, it all helps. I definitely do anarchy in games, that much is for sure. I do the chaotic energy thing. Oh, come on. You're gonna... Yeah, the fucker's just gonna ram me. Okay. I hate it when they do that. That really annoys me. Oh, well. Alright, let's have a look. I play every set bucket. It's just there was some vehicles in a roughly sensible BR that needed grinding, so... Yeah, so I just play everything. We had some issues with queuing for 6s yesterday. So I was playing my British set. But, yeah, so we've just found something that suits me and the guys playing, and yeah, I can grind some vehicles. I noticed this set isn't very, far on research-wise. And it's got vehicles that aren't fully upgraded, so I was like, well, alright, we'll do that while I'm doing my dailies then, and then we'll swap things up a bit later. So that's the plan. But yeah, I want to get dailies done. I've got a couple of other games we're going to play today, but that'll be much later. We've got a game called Extreme Delivery. And we've got a game called Saloon Simulator. So as you can imagine, you basically run a pub in the Wild West. So we'll see how that goes. The game looks interesting. The extreme delivery thing, I think I'm gonna fail at really bad because it's one of those checkpoint-based progress physics games. But I want to give it a go. The devs sent it my way and it looked fun, so I can't promise we'll get very far, but I'm gonna try and play it at least. So we'll see what happens. Saloon Sim, I feel like I'm gonna do better in. We may end up with a few bar fights, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Ah, wow, okay, just slapped my plane in the butt. Okay. At least I got out. I preserved the crew XP, so that's something. Yeah, welcome back, JT. That's a nice one, Ariel. That's good, that's good. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm brain fart, guys. I'll be alright. I'm slowly getting my brain in gear. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Hey, Dalva. Thank you. Oh, where are they? I don't want this guy slotting behind me. Wow, lag. Thanks, man. Do you know what that sounds like? That sounds like a Heart of Iron's challenge right there. Or, oh, what's the other one? Dang it, what's the other one? Is it Kingdom something? I can't remember now. Well, I should... Not Crusader Kings. What am I thinking of? Ah! Oh, what's that game? The one where you can make a really fucked up royal family. Is it Crusader Kings I'm thinking? No, it is Crusader Kings. It is. Okay, I'm having a brain fart. Right, that one. I don't know why. I want to play that and get really into it. The thing is, there's so much to it. Hi, how you doing, Dickie? Interesting username. Yeah, I've got... I played Hearts of Iron as China. That was a terrible mistake. Especially with no tutorials. Yeah, Crusader Kings didn't get very far into. I need to learn how to play it properly. But yeah, I want to do some really fucked up weird stuff in that. I don't know why, I just really fancy the idea of like a really like ugly royal family that are all a bunch of nudists that start with like one tiny province that just want to like rule the world or something. And like have the really fucked up traits that make the Habsburgs look normal. Do you know what I mean? Eh. Tell you what I have watched though, I've watched a shitload of Spiffing Brits vids though. I love this weird stuff he does in there. But yeah, I need to get my head around those games. I really want to. I reinstalled Victoria 3 as well. I don't know why I fancy playing that again. They've done a ton of updates for it, so I want to see I want to see what I can do with that as well. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Most of the strategic zones are captured.
I play arcade because I want to. I want to play multiple vehicles. Realistic doesn't allow for that. You get more crew XP in arcade. I like the mechanics of realistic, but I want the flexibility to play lots of vehicles, Phil. That's the main reason. Everybody can play what they want to play. Come on. I'll try and get these guys down here. It might be a little tricky. Come on. Right, that's one down.
The enemy has captured the airfield. We've got to regain control of it immediately.
I need to go back around for this guy. That sounds like my Tropico run right there, lag. That's what that sounds like. Oh, gosh. Yeah, there is the research point thing, but that you say you make less. There is a caveat to that, though, Phil. It's not a universal. And you know why? Because the scaling is percentage based. So if you play like shit and realistic, you can have 3,000 times what you earn, but if what you earn is 0, it's still 0. So I get what you're saying, but it's also not a universal truth the way that people advertise it. Yes, statistically on average, people should earn more in realistic, but the caveat with that is that you play at the same ability level. Humans don't play uniformly at the same ability level in every mode. It depends on what the individual player can cope with. You know, if somebody's just having a bad day or whatever. Also, you may find a player can play substantially higher BR in arcade versus what they can do in realistic. A good example of this is me in tanks, for example. My ability level in tanks is so gimped in realistic that I actually earn more points in arcade. I can also play a substantially higher BR in arcade tanks than I can realistically and actually perform. So it very much depends on the player. It's not universal that you will guaranteed get more points in realistic. If you can play consistently in both modes, then yes, in theory, yes, you'd be correct, Phil. But that relies on several assumptions. And that's where the issue is, which is why I don't... people need to not advertise it as using universal truth, because it's not. It's not. There is a lot of caveats and things that go into it. How'd you get silver? Play the game. Play to the best of your ability. There are boosters as well, which will help you. And obviously if you can get to higher BRs, play competently, that'll all add up and help. But yeah, you just gotta play the game and do the best you can in matches. You're right, Metal. Wow, lag, wow. Yeah, I'll be okay, Mel. I'll be okay. Right, are we all set? I think we are. Yeah. Right, let's queue up. We'll try and get a couple of these vehicles finished, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Come on. Let's go with the bomber. Let's start with that. Do 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 do. I can't really drop any lower aerial because I need a set that I can grind and do my dailies on. So I'm in a bit of a catch-22 with that one. I should be off dailies soon though. So I'll get there. I just need a few assists and then I'm good. Alright, I will get there. Do 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 do. I appreciate your efforts, Mel. Sorry, I'm not with it. Hi, Mad. How you doing? Give me 2 seconds. Who's that? Oh, hey, Ace. I'll be okay, Metal. I'm sorry, I'm having a bad day. Yeah, I'm alright, man. Just had a bit of a wobble with some stress this morning. I'm okay though. I'm alright. Just gotten a bit worked up. I really ought to just yeet all this out and be done. I know. I appreciate it, Mel. I need to stop worrying about stuff. I'm my own worst enemy. I really am. As I say, things will get better. I'm in the thick of it, in the worst of it at the moment. That's the way I'm trying to look at it. It'll get better eventually. It'll be stupid, right? I'll look back on this in like 3 years' time and I'll be like, why the hell did I work myself up so badly? Do you know what I mean? That's what it'll be. It's just getting there that's the problem. Oh god, that's a reference. That's a reference. Holy shit. I need to play that game. I still haven't. I need to play that. You know what else I also need to play? I need to play Fallout. I don't think I have that, Ace. I'll have to look that one up. I'm assuming that's on Steam, right?
Attention to the map.
Let's intercept this guy. Hi, Fab. You alright? Oh, fuck. There's one above me. Welcome back, Morgami. Oh, it's a oh, sorry. I thought this was like a tank game on Steam, dude. Okay, okay. I'm assuming that's in the British tree, right? By the sounds of it. Because, yeah, I tried the British tank tree and it was a fucking disaster, man. It put me off playing tanks for 2 years. That's how bad my my tank experience in UK tanks was. Oh, okay, Fab. What's the guitar, if you don't mind me asking? Sorry, I have a few guitars myself, so just curious. You can play together? Yeah, that'll be cool. You have to get like a little music list together with things you can play. Ooh, nearly fucking went up his face. Hi, Anthony. Oh, no, it's alright, dude. It's okay, it's okay. I hope it all goes alright for you, man. I don't know. No, it's all fine, fam. It's all fine. Oh, okay, I'll have to have a look at it, Ace. With tanks, I've done Germany up to the Leopard 1, and I've started doing Sweden. I'm up to about 3 in Sweden, but I have a long way to go. I'm not good with tanks. Tanks is gonna be a very long journey for me. I will get there though. But yeah, I'll catch you later, Anthony, alright? But yeah, thanks for popping in. Or have a safe journey and all the best with sorting out your letter. Hopefully it'll be okay. Hey, Poltergeist.
We've got to hold it. The enemy is winning.
Yeah, with the British tank, I've heard like when you get to like tier 4 and beyond, it gets so much better. It's just getting there that's the problem. Hi, Train. But yeah, I need more practice and experience to be able to handle them. That's my problem. So that's what I'm trying to work towards at the moment, is just building up that baseline knowledge. I need competency in the basics, do you know what I mean? Before I try and tackle something that's a little bit more fiddly to play. So that's why I'm trying to do some other stuff. At the moment we're doing 5-3 and under, because I'm doing dailies, but I will swap it up a bit later.
We can't let them keep it. We've captured the airfield. Now we need to hold it.
An RPG? Yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Yeah. I like recommendations. Yeah, you guys can recommend us stuff all the time. I love a good little adventure game. I'm not good with Elden Ring style gameplay. Although I have been playing Clair Obscura and I've been doing okay in that. It's taken some face yeeting at walls a few times to get somewhere, but I have been doing it. Although apparently there is a setting where you can turn all the timing stuff off entirely, apparently. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to beat the game legitly, but if I do get mega stuck, at least I have that option. Which is nice of them. But, Kenshi. That sounds like something I've heard of before. I will have to look that one up. Hang on. It rings a bell, but I'm not sure why. Does that make sense? Hang on, let me Steam Kenshi. That sounds like it's set in Japan or China. Oh, it's 60% off at the moment. A free roam squad-based RPG focused on an open-ended sandbox. Be a trader, thief, rebel, or warlord, or an adventurer, farmer, slave, or just some food for some cannibals. That sounds fun. Train your men up from puny victims to the master of warriors. This sounds very, Mount and Blade-esque. With the whole having your own little squad thing. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. It looks like it's getting really good reviews. It sounds like, I don't know, it sounds like somewhere between Mount and Blade and Ark. You know, maybe like Skyrim or something. But, yeah. I don't necessarily mind grindy. Grindy's fine. Is it online only? Or is it... can I play on my own? Oh, Mount Blade does go hard. I love Mount Blade. Mount Blade is so good. I don't think I have the expansion or Bannerlord or whatever it's called. I need to get that, I think. It's offline only? Oh, that's great. That's perfect for me then. See, that's the problem with Ark, right? I can't dedicate to logging in every day and feeding dinosaurs. Which is why I just play it single player these days if I do decide to play it. Yeah, being able to like open up a multiplayer session but have it be private and offline when I'm not on is perfect for me. You know, because like me and Josh and Crispy were playing Baldur's Gate, for example, and you know, so anything where I can do a story and it's not a perma online server where my shit can get raided while I'm offline or things degrade, like that's better for me. That's a lot better for me because as I don't have the time to regularly hop on and do stuff. So yeah, that works well. Right, I'm gonna end up eating and losing this plane, but fuck it, we need the site. I did get the gear down. I got the gear down. Yeah, okay. Right, I'm alive. What songs? Stuff that I have licensed. Hi, Real. How you doing? Yeah, no, that's fine, JT. There's no one in the queue at the moment, but... Yes! Yes, Volp. I made that mistake. I was like, oh, I won't go after bandits. I'll go after animals instead. Yeah, I made that exact mistake, dude. No, if you want to stay in JT, it's fine, it's fine. But yeah, stuff I have licensed fab. So I've got a lot of stuff with Epidemic Sound, NX Soul, Popski. We used to have Monster Cat on the stream at one point, but I didn't renew my subscription for that because I couldn't afford it. MDK is a lot of the stuff that I put on when I start the stream. So yeah, I would love to have a comprehensive list that you guys can access and request from, but at the moment I don't have that facility. I'm okay, Real. I had a bit of a bad start to the day. I'm getting stressed and worked up about stuff, but I'm okay. It's not. I'm calming down now. Now I've had a chance to play some games, try and put shit out of my head, you know. No, I can't put ABBA on and stuff like that. No, I would have to approach the record companies and get a license for that. Otherwise, I will get copy struck. I'll be playing Russian roulette with that. Copyright is a fickle thing because there's 3 components to it, and you've got to have the license for all 3. And the 3 rights holders for the 3 components aren't always the same person. And sometimes people will sign deals with platforms and then that will impact your license, and yeah, it's a whole host of problems it can cause. Why? Because basically it would be commercial use of the music without license, so they'd be in the right to take it down, basically. There's a whole section of law around this, but yeah, I would get struck, I could get sued. There's all sorts of things that can happen if you use music that you haven't got a license for. A lot of in-game music for video games as well is in a really grey area, because although you as the end user have bought the game and are playing it, you don't actually have a right to rendition the music for use in content. The dev has the license with the music provider, not you as the end user. So if I put in-game music on, I can get clapped for that. There are a lot of game studios that will have a streamer mode, which you can turn on, and there are some where they make all their audio in-house, so you can get it in writing from them and they'll be fine, but you always have to check. You always have to check. Yeah. Yeah, I you know what, maybe we'll have a Mountain Blade stream at some point. That would be fun. I would love to do that, because I haven't played that game in forever. And I really enjoyed it. I'm a complete clown on it, but I did enjoy. We could have like Captain Derp and Gary make a little band of merry men. Yeah, we'll see where they go. Do you know what I mean? That'd be kind of funny. I'm 5'3" and under at the moment, L. Hi, how you doing, Phoenix? Thanks for the roses. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sorry if I don't sound too good. I was crying a little bit earlier. Not at my best today. I'm sorry about that. I'm okay though. I've settled into some matches. We're having some fun. So, no, JT, it's fine. It's fine. You gotta go. You gotta go. It's absolutely fine, dude. But yeah, Ariel, yeah. The point of music is to listen to it, of course. But yeah, it's incorporation into to other media productions, etc. Yeah, it requires licensing, dude. As like I say, it's a whole ownership issue. Highest BR, I have max technically. Struffy. Right. Well, that's that done. So let's grab that. Yeah, fair use is an interesting thing because some countries don't recognize fair use. I think Japan being one of them, and there's a couple of other countries. But yeah, fair use is not a thing in certain places. So that creates a problem. It's not actually legally recognized. Fair use has a very strict set of criteria for how it can be used, and the problem is the burden of proof is on the person using it. And a lot of platforms, when it comes to copyright, they're hands off. So what they'll do is they'll have a feature to allow disputes to take place, but they won't intervene in any of the decision making, because if they do, they're then legally liable if they get it wrong, and they'll get dragged into court. So they try and stay as neutral as possible, and then you have to fight it out, basically. So quite often what happens is someone will put a strike on just to be aggressive, just for the sake of it, just to be a dick. Or they don't even own it and they're just trolling. And then basically you have to either risk crippling your account, because they will just... Often the people that decide internally on a platform whether they're going to lift it or not are the people that put the claim in. There's this massive conflict of interest problem, so of course they're going to say no. And then when you hit that point, you've then got to go to court, basically. And if a company is feeling particularly malicious, they'll just slap you with a ton of them. To nuke your channel, to intimidate you into submission, basically. So it's tricky. It's not an easy one, and unfortunately, with it often being big corpos, especially like the big major music, groups, it's very difficult to fight them on it. Have I been in France? What, visited it IRL, or do you mean playing them in game? If you mean if I visited France, I've been through France IRL. I went to Belgium and I went to Germany, and we went through coach to get there. So we used like the Eurotunnel. So I stopped at a couple of like petrol stations, that kind of thing, but I haven't been to France to specifically do tourism there, if that makes sense. So I've passed through, if that makes sense. Go to China, what's copyright? Yeah, exactly. That's another good example of it. Yeah. Yep, exactly. You're right, Crooked. I hope you're having a good morning. There's a lot of good stuff about realistic tanks. I just struggle with the mechanics of it. It's something I'm working on. It's hard though. But yeah, I need to keep working on that. I prefer the deployment system. Mechanically it's more interesting, but I'm just struggling with dealing with it. Oh, is your grandma in France? Ah, okay. But yeah, going back to the copyright thing when you guys were asking. But the issue is burden of proof, basically, and having the cost to fight it. That's the problem. More often than not for people. So, yeah. And as I say, fair use has a very specific set of definitions, and it does sometimes vary a little bit between country to country as well. So if you happen to get someone in a country that doesn't quite acknowledge the same definition of it, you've got problems. Hi, Swishy. The other thing as well, when it comes to right holders as well, you'll get right holders, but right holders for specific regions. So you can license the music for a specific region, but then if that rendition is available in your content for another region, then the other region's copyright holder can then clomp you for it. It's really fucking annoying, especially when rights change hands, which they quite often do. So yeah, I've got friends that work in the music industry, and I've had some very extensive conversations with them about this stuff. Because it's interesting to see from a, you know, artist perspective versus someone incorporating into their work versus the rights holders side of things. There's a lot that goes on. I'm okay, Crooked. Just had a bad start to the day. Likewise, Swishy, same, you know. What plane? This is, Israeli set. It's the B-17G. There you go. We're just trying to do dailies at the moment. It's a bit of a weird one, but we found a sweet spot with the queuing that seems to be working, so we're just going to be sticking with it for now. I've barely touched this set. I've got the Sakine done, and that's about it. Alright. And it's a little lower BR than the other day, so I can get my dailies done, but we're doing okay on the queues. I don't know if, like, the other day was just a weird blip or what. I have no idea. I have genuinely no idea. No, I don't really have a main Swish. Israeli set I've barely played, but I've played every set. I mean, I started on British when I started back in 2013. Hi, Jack. No, I don't feed the snail. The snail feeds me. Snail sends me stuff. I have bought a few things in the game. Not a massive amount, though. Especially compared to the amount of stuff they've sent me now. It's getting a bit mad, really. But I appreciate it, because it means I can keep making content on the new stuff when it comes out. But, yeah, we're just talking around. I'm just trying to grab as much stuff as I can. The goal is to unlock and max out every vehicle. I've watched The Phantom Menace, fab, but that's it. I'm an air main, yeah. Yeah. I play boats and I play tanks as well. Boats I'd consider my secondary. Come on. Oh, I'll be okay, Kirk. I've got myself stressed and worked up this morning. I'm really pissed off at the phone situation. Yeah, I play naval. Yeah, I used to play other boat games, so I have a bit more of an affinity for that. I don't get bored with it. No, I quite enjoy it. I prefer coastal, though. Coastal's way more interesting than blue water, but I enjoy it. We're having fun. I've been doing the German set in blue water. I've been playing a lot of the French set as well. We do play as a community. And yeah, I own my own squadron. If you mean like guilds type thing, yes. I'm playing with viewers currently. Yes, Swishy, I have to be very careful what I say though, because of TOSs. Over there is fine to mention it, but certain other places it's not. Yeah, the best thing I can recommend, Shrewd, go through people's press emails with that kind of thing. You might have more luck getting people for that. But yeah, sorry, mate. I run my own one. You don't know what motherboard to go for? Oh, okay. You're upgrading. Well, what are you planning to go? Are you going AMD or are you going Intel? Do you know what CPU you're planning to have? Also, how long do you want this thing to last? Do you have a minimum RAM requirement? How many screens are you going to be running? Like, yeah, there's lots of things you need to consider. Do you have a PSU in mind as well? Because that might cap your power. I'm very AMD. Yeah, all my kit uses AMD stuff. I love it. You can't say it. Yeah. No. I can say it over there, Swishy. The other site won't allow it. And what I'm saying has been broadcast to the others, so I can't. I have to be a little bit cryptic. It's the other site that's the issue, Swishy. They don't like where you are being mentioned. That's the problem. Where you are is pretty chill. They are very good about that. But yeah, the other one doesn't. Yes, it is extremely lame, but that's them being insecure. Extremely insecure. That's nothing new. They've been like that for years, unfortunately. They've just done an update to their TOS, though, to make it really explicitly not okay, though. Just to be extra annoying. How's your day been, though, by the way, Charede? And hi, Batman, as well. Hope you're doing okay.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Sorry, I'm just double checking everything. That's their fault, I know, right? Where am I from? From the UK. A little bit of the middle of nowhere, basically. It's like fields for miles where I live. I live in a town, and then like literally it's just like a void around it. Where nothing exists, pretty much. Hi, fish. How's you? Oh, he tried to ass swipe me. Ooh, I can't. I'm losing the control here because of the G-forces. You go AMD. Yeah, honestly, AMD's great. I'm a bit biased because one, I use them a lot, and two, they have sponsored me. Obviously, just full disclosure. But yeah, no, I genuinely believe and love their products. My rigs are AMD. I've never had any problems. I'm in the process of doing an upgrade at the moment because my motherboard has decided it wants to crap out. In all fairness, it's done 6 years of hard work, so I can't really blame it. But yeah, I'm upgrading to a new AMD. They're great. They're really, really good. It's also really easy to manage as well. They've got this software called Adrenaline. I don't know if you're aware of it, but you can manage everything directly in there. Like, you can set the profiles and settings for your games without even booting them. You can turn a bunch of stuff on and off to help with performance. They've got like power saver modes. There's you can tell it to like automatically check for the drivers and notify you when they need doing, and it just makes life a million times easier. Yeah, people can join. We have a space at the moment, Fish. We're doing 5-3 and under at the moment, though. Hey, Papa, you alright? I started playing War Thunder in 2013. But I had a break because my internet was shit when I came home from uni. So from 2015 to 2020-ish, I stopped playing. And then I dabbled a little bit. But 2022 is officially when I came back to the game. Oh, you're leaving work early? Oh, fair enough, Papa. Hopefully it'll be okay. Hopefully it'll be alright. So yeah, I've got an old account, but I didn't have massive hours on it. I had about 250 hours on it, alright, before I quit in 2015. Since then, I'm about 2.2k now. So a couple of years, I've grinded a fair bit. I did get slowed up a little bit because I had a phase last year because of taking care of Dad where I couldn't play games or stream. So, but I'm just playing. I normally play 3-4 times a week for like 4 to 5 hours a session normally. Yeah, the problem with Intel is the price, man. The Intels are so expensive. You also need to be a little bit careful because there's I think it's the 12th and the maybe 13th gen. I can't remember. There's a couple of them where they overvolt and have problems with certain motherboards and cook, so just be careful if you do go down that route. There's certain combos of motherboards and chips that seem to have some problems, so just be careful with that one. Yeah, again, it's gonna boil down to what you're doing. 16 is like the bare minimum for games really these days. The thing is, though, if you get it, depending on what board you go for, okay, look at how many slots you got, because you can always match pair and add more later, okay, as long as they're exact. So you could get 16 to start with, and then get another 16 later. It depends also how many slots you want to occupy, because you could just be like, right, I'll get one 16 slot now, and then I'll go get another stick for that later. And that'll put you at 32. Yeah, it just depends. I mean, I like the Corsair RAM personally. I've used them a lot and they're really good. They're a little more pricey, but they do last. I've heard the Venom RAM. I think it's Venom? I can't remember. There's another RAM that's supposed to be quite good. I need to double check. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, Corsair's normally for power supplies and for RAM, Corsair's normally my go-to. If that makes sense. Let's say CPU and GPU, AMD for me at the moment. Motherboards varies, depends on the compatibility among other things, you know, performance features. Hi, how you doing? Sorry, little black square, where is it? F! Hi. Yeah, you're alright. Sorry, I had to think it's not showing your username. Ah, it's Wink, right, that makes sense, right. Sorry, it doesn't show your username, dude. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. Is it, like, actually worth it, Cameron? Is it, like, worth it? Yeah, I get why people like the Nvidia GPUs. They're so fucking expensive for what they are, though. I think the AMD GPUs have come a long way, and they're so good. I do really, really like them. I don't see where the value is for the extra cost. Does that make sense? I mean, if you've got the money to blow on it, fine. Whatever. But I think for, like, bang for buck, like, you can't really go wrong with AMD. Does that make sense? I am training my crews. Yeah. These are very, loosey-goosey, these ones, though. Fish, what was the in-game name, mate? I can get you in. Have you got a 5-3 set ready to play? 1 and 2 are better. Oh, okay. Is it worth watching all of them and just watching them in order? I wonder if it's on, like, Amazon Video or something. Okay, Poltergeist. Yeah. I just useful for you to know is all. I think that the board I've just bought is like the Pro Creator board or whatever the fuck it's called. I forget. I needed a lot of USB slots and slots to plug things into. So, although I have gone and got a USB, like not a USB, a little fan controller, because that'll take some stuff off the board. Yeah, we have space though, Ariel. Yeah, Fish, man. I'm just waiting for Fish's in-game name. I don't remember if I have him on my friends list. Fishy! You wanna play, Fishy? Yeah, hopefully get everything sorted out, Poltergeist. Hopefully get everything alright. But yeah, whether you're... It's a lot of it's going to depend on the socket. The other thing with RAM as well, make sure you get the right RAM for the socket. Because, like, for example, with the AMD, AM4 versus AM5 socket will determine whether you need DDR4 or DDR5. So just be really careful not to fuck that up. Because, yeah, that'll change the price of your RAM, whatever you decide to go for. So just be careful with that. Also, as well, some of the, like, the really high-end RAM now has got, like, built-in heat sinks. Because of how fucking nutty it is. You don't really need to go with that stupid, insane clock speed stuff. Yeah, Fish, I need an in-game name, buddy. I need your in-game name, Fishy, so I can invite you. Hi, Luke. Yeah, you'll have to join the queue, though. Fish asked first, so I'm just getting him in right now. But yeah, if you we're doing 5-3 and under, so we can get a set ready for that. And then when we've got time to rotate you in, I will. Oh, I need to be really careful. My skin is really sore today. Sorry, I got off stream yesterday, and don't panic, alright? Because this is normal for me, alright? But, like, I got off stream, and there was actually blood gushing down my face. My skin had a breakout and started bleeding, and, oh, it's horrible. I didn't notice, this is the thing. So, yeah, I went to cool off and it was like, there's blood down my face. Great. So yeah, I went and cleaned all that off. But yeah, I can feel it's not being terribly cooperative today. I might have to check my face later. So, might need to be a little bit careful. Again, when I get stressed, it gets worse, so that might be why. How are you, Minson? You alright? Doing okay. But yeah, if you want to give me your in-game name, Luke, and I can put you on the standby list, but... Yeah, it depends. I mean, I play at 1080p, Polar guys, so I don't notice any of that. I mean, I've seen the 4K stuff with the AMD stuff, and it still looks really good. I'll say, I think a lot of it depends on your screen sizes and, yeah, like how nitpicky you are with it. They have got features built in with the GPUs to help with making things look really, really crisp and nice. And you can selectively turn a bunch of that stuff on and off, so it's a personal preference thing. Yeah, I mean, you can get really good RAM that's around like the 5.7 to 600 clock speed. And it's perfectly fine for most games. Like, the silly stuff that runs at, like, 10K, that's got its massive dirt gravity, like, one, mad expensive. Two, I dread to think how much heat that's gonna generate. But yeah, that stuff's mad. That stuff is, like, mad expensive, and... I mean, one day that will eventually be the norm, right? That's where things are heading, but... My in-game username is just Charede. You're not going to see that in-game, though, because I've got privacy mode on, so it's going to hide me from you. Sorry. I don't know what my in-game name is, because it's not going to show me. Sorry. I have to have privacy mode on because of stalkers. So, I don't know what in-game name I'm showing as currently. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and this is where the GPU comes into it, Minson, the VRAM. A lot of games are very VRAM intensive. RAM on your motherboard is good for shit like rendering. Exactly, Minson, exactly. Video editing, precisely. Because there's a lot of data you're having to hold to skim through, and especially if you're doing like a really long video edit. There's lots of layers in there, and you're doing all sorts of stuff. Anything where it needs to have a lot of concurrent information. Yeah, video editing's a great example of it. Things like, I think Blender as well, like model rendering and texturing, that kind of stuff as well. Similar kind of story. But yeah, with video games, it's the VRAM on the GPU that's going to be more of the issue. You don't want bottlenecks in your CPU either, for obvious reasons. But a lot of that boils down more to the clock speed of the CPU and the cache system. Sorry, but But yeah, I mean, just say most. What is the average at the moment for the cards? I'm trying to think now. What's the average VRAM at the moment on GPUs? I'm trying to think. I mean, I've got 7800 XT. I'm trying to have a think what I've got on mine. I've got a lot. I think you can probably get away with about 6 or 8, but it's... What has mine got on it? I think I want to say mine is 12 or 16. It looks like mine's got 16. Okay, I've just looked it up. I'm not planning on doing private matches. No, I got dailies I need to get done and I can't get earnings if I do private. Yeah, 16 is ideal. Like, if you're like new releases, yeah. I mean, I've seen cards that get into the point now where they have more than that. But again, you're gonna start paying, you know? It starts becoming a cost thing. Also, if your machine's big enough case-wise to cope, because some of these cards are pretty dirty big You know.
We are losing.
If you've got a dinky little mini case, you ain't getting one of those in there.
The enemy has
You'll want like a half card or something, but you're gonna start getting screwed on power with that. See you later, Crooked. Stay safe. Fluffy hugs. But yeah, the RAM on the board is important, but yeah, the VRAM for gaming is the more important bit.
must not let the enemy
Definitely. Definitely. I was like, you don't want a bottleneck CPU though. You really don't want that either. So it's a balance, right? When you're making a rig, you gotta figure out where the weak link is. But yeah, things are generally GPU horny in this day and age. Best thing, but honestly, best thing I find is a starting point. It's like, what do you play currently, and what is the spec for that stuff? How long do you want to future-proof for? Is there anything that's coming out that's got release specs out? And then kind of work it back from there, and then be like, right, my budget is this. Also, upgrade paths. Oh my god, have an upgrade path. Like I say, with things like your RAM or replacing your GPU, have an upgrade path. Because at least then you're like, if you do need a bit more oomph later, you can go, well, I can swap this out and problem solved. Don't have to completely redo the whole thing, you know? So much better.
We need to act and fast.
I mean, this is one of the reasons why as well. If people are planning to go for AMD rigs, you probably want to go AM5 at this point. AM4 is going to be around for a while still, but if you want to future-proof AM5, because that's going to be supported for much longer. There's a lot of good AM5 bits out there at the moment as well, with good offers. I mean, again, recently I was sponsored by them, obviously full disclosure, but you know, like they do a lot of good deals with like motherboards and you know, or GPU CPU bundle, or you know, a GPU with a game, you know. So like there's ways to get it at a good price, and there's a lot of vendors that stock them as well, which is nice.
Capture the airfield.
Alright, but yeah, if people are making new rigs and you want to future-proof, AM5 is probably the way to go. Holy shit! That was way too fucking close. Yeah. But the other thing as well is there's a lot of like those sports games, for example, they design them for console first and then port them to PC. So the specs tend to be a little bit friendlier. Not always, but sometimes. Sometimes they'll do it the other way around. But you know, quite often. I mean, you can nerf the settings on them quite heavily normally, which is helpful. But I mean, this is I throttle mine just to be on the safe side, because like I said, at the moment I'm waiting for a rebuild. So I've got, like, for example, you'll see I'm not doing more than 60 FPS. My machine could do about 250 to 350 quite happily with this on cinematic mode. I've got it on high at the moment with a frame cap of 60 just to not stress the machine more than I have to. But it's more than capable of doing more. I just don't see the point of running it harder than I have to. Especially when I'm streaming and recording and doing a lot at once, and I've got a whole bunch of applications open. The bottleneck in my machine is the CPU, though. My CPU and my motherboard are the oldest bits in the game, in the machine. But they've more than survived, because as I say, streaming is GPU heavy and rendering. It's RAM heavy, but it is. I use the GPU acceleration, so it does use the CPU a lot, but the GPU acceleration takes a lot of weight off of it. So yeah, a lot of what I do is more GPU horny. GPU and RAM horny. But at least once I get the redo done, I should be set for a good while. But it's just putting along doing its thing. It's quite happy. I mean, the one issue I ran into a little while back was I didn't have an SSD when Starfield came out. So I had to buy an SSD because a lot of games are now mandating an SSD, or they just will refuse to boot. Or they'll be like, it'll be suboptimal, you have to wait 20 minutes for it to load. Yeah. Hate that. I really hate that. Oh, it is what it is, though. I mean, I can understand the benefit. It's nice, but I've got a separate SSD for... I've got my SSD with, like, War Thunder and Farming Sim on. And then I have a separate SSD for things that I'm uninstalling and reinstalling all the time. Because, unfortunately, with SSD, they get worn easier. So at least, like, all the read-write bullshit is being contained more to one because of all the uninstalling that's going on. So if a drive's gonna fail, it's gonna be that one in theory. So I can still stream and play my core games on the other one. Do you know what I mean? I've tried to risk offset with my rig somewhat. And then I have a bunch of drives that are just standard hard drives for volume, for basic silly indie games. But yeah, if there's like a big, like, horny AAA title that's gonna stress my rig, you know, it's gonna go on that SSD. Just, you know, so that we're not waiting for 20 minutes for something to load. No, it's alright, bro. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate it. Right, I think I've got a spot for you now, Swift man. Give me 2 seconds. I'll get you invited, buddy. Sorry you've had to wait. Oh, he's in a match at the moment. Right, when you get out of your match, Luke, stay out of it, and then we'll bring you in. But yeah, you'll need 5-3 and under Air Arcade, alright? No, it's fine, Ariel, it's fine. Right, I'm gonna ready us up and get us in there. And, yeah, Luke, you let me know when you're at your match, alright? I don't know! I mean, yeah, AM5 is good for streaming. I do think it's good for gaming, though. I found it to be reliable and stable. I do find there's the odd game that comes out where I have to definitely get the latest driver because otherwise it has a complete freak out. But I think that's just more about the video game and how they're optimized. It's normally Ubisoft titles I run into that problem with. I don't want to have a dig at them, but especially what we're being partnered with them. But yeah, on release days, it tends to be Ubisoft titles I have more problems with than anything else. Everything else is normally okay. And it's been like the odd exception. You know, I get the odd indie title where I hear my machine go because I don't think it's terribly well optimized. You know. But you know, yeah, for the most part, it's chills. It's pretty good. I say I like the software because at least it warns you if there's updates or anything. Doesn't spam you with stuff as well. You can actually customize the alerts as well, which is good. But yeah, for gaming, I've not had a problem with them at all. The thing is, though, before I swap to... I'm on a 7.8 XT right now, right? With a 5.8 CPU. But I had a 6.8 XT prior to the 7.8. And... they're both amazing cards. Prior to that, though, I had 1070 Ti's in my machine. And again, those were really good at the time. But right now, they're a little underpowered for a lot of modern games. I think about half of, like, Steam users are still using around that spec, though, for their GPU, which is kind of crazy, but it just shows the staying power, like the 1060s and the 1070s. People do really, really love them. Understandably so. Because they were really, really good. But yeah, they're just lacking in a few areas these days. VRAM being one of them. It's good though. I don't defrag very often. I don't defrag very often. The thing with SSDs, you really need to be careful because defragging will actually degrade them. So you're not really supposed to do that. I do an optimization like once every 6 months. That's really the maximum you should be doing because you will fuck your SSDs otherwise. My issue is I uninstall a lot of stuff. That's my problem, because I'm constantly, oh, I've been sent this, whatever. It's uninstalling and reinstalling shit. That's my problem. I try, where possible, to keep it to the standard hard drives, but there are games that will mandate an SSD, so I have to stick them on the extra SSD. I've got 9 hard drives in my rig. Because I'm risk offloading for if one of them borks. So I've got my boot drive, which is an M2. And then I've got my bullshit programs drive and documents. And then everything else. And I've got like a whole drive that's just more hefty programs that just relate to weird stuff like iTunes, whatever. And then I've got a drive just for Steam. And then I've got another drive, which is like Ubisoft, EA, all that lot. GOG, Epic, that kind of stuff. And then I've got a drive that's just for my streaming. So it's got like my recording area and my streaming software and stuff like that in it. And then I've got a couple of spare hard drives that relate to Steam and extra games. You can defrag an SSD. The problem with the SSDs is, though, because of the way they're structured, you shouldn't be defragging them regularly. It actually does damage to them, and it will shorten the lifespan of them. A standard hard drive should be checked up on fairly regularly, and you can defrag it. But because of the way an SSD works, with the way it allocates the data and handles things, doing a defrag and not optimize will actually damage the cells on the hard drive. So it's something you should do once in a blue moon, but you shouldn't be doing it on a regular basis, because you'll degrade the cells and therefore destroy the data and then nuke the disk into the ground, basically. So you shouldn't be like regularly defragging SSDs. That's bad. That's really bad. You will nerf their lifespan really hard. SSDs as well, just by the nature of them, don't get as fragmented as easily as well, which is lovely. Whereas a standard hard drive, because it's disk rotating, they do, but again, they can handle the process of going through defragmentation a lot better. So it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. The other thing as well with SSDs, when you're buying a larger volume one, it's going to be far more costly than the standard drive, which is why my high-volume drives are my standard drives. So that's where the bulk of my shit lives. But yeah, I try not to write and, you know, take stuff off of the SSDs, as, you know, if I have to. As I say, there are situations where I run into where a game I've been sent, I'm going to do one playthrough of it. I'll put it on. When I'm done with that playthrough, it comes off. But then it's just one install, one uninstall for that game, and then I'm done with it. But at least it's separated from the games that I'm playing on the regular that I want the higher access speeds on. Come on! I'm gonna get... Oh, no, he yeeted out. Okay, well, fuck me. I got one behind me. Okay! And we're out. Out! Okay, let's go get another one. Right, let me get the next one. No, it's fine, fish. It's all good. You can do what you want to do, mate. It's not a problem. I appreciate you dropping in, though. It's good. Hopefully you had some fun. You doing like some tanks or something? You got anything planned? Hopefully you get some good matches. I think the queues are a lot better today. I'm not sure what was going wrong with yesterday. The queues seem to be better today. Yeah, I've got the native language thing on. You can turn that on and off, though. Nev. How's you? You okay? Come on. I've got a whole bunch of them trying to fuck me. Oh, you got work this weekend? Oh, I hope it goes okay, dude. Hopefully you get the weather for it as well. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Have you got, like, climate control where you work? Sorry, I'm, like, brain farting. I'm just checking something. Oh, lots of rain? Oh, shit, dude. Oh, that sucks.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Hope you get that sorted out, okay. Oh, right. Sorry, I'm just checking something a minute. Oh, not the beaver thing, man. Not my fault, dude. Not my fault.
Attention to the map.
I'm sweet and innocent, dude. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I took my eye off the screen for a second. Yeah, sorry, I'm just double checking something. Okay, that's a bit random. Sorry, I've just seen an email someone sent me and I'm a bit like, what? I can't say what it is, but I've been sent some weird games. That one definitely is near the top. Let's put it that way. That one's pretty high up the list of weird shit. So, yeah. Sorry, sometimes I get taken back. I get an email about a game and I'm like, what the fuck? Who came up with this? Is it really bad? I've got half a mind to grind the horse game today because the event ends. They're ending the Kita-san Black Banner today. And the friend bullshit thing. So I got half a mind to get on that today. Because I'm like 2 levels off a bunch of free premium currency on it and some stuff. So I got half a mind to do that. I don't know though. I don't know. The other thing I've got is we can play Crime Scene Cleaner again today. I've got the delivery game, we've got the saloon game to play today, so I'm definitely doing those. Like, that's definitely happening. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we put some Uma Musume in as well. I don't know. I hadn't planned for any, but it'd be kind of nice to grind out some more before that event closes. No, I'm staying home this weekend, Nev. Don't make it weird, dude. I gotta get stuff done this weekend. I'm gonna go into town and get this phone thing sorted. And then I'm gonna try and get my highlights edited. And then I've got a load of stuff I need to do for Mum for paperwork, so... It's gonna be a busy weekend. I've got a lot to get done. We've not heard anything from the animal sanctuary, sadly, which has me a bit worried. Because I really want to go see some cats. Although I got a nice surprise the other day. There's a little cat that hangs around in the neighborhood, and it was lying out on my drive. So I got to go over and pet it, which was nice. Gonna stream? I won't be streaming this weekend, nah. I'd love to, but I'm not gonna be able to. As I say, I'm gonna be out in town doing the phone thing. I have no idea how long that's gonna take. And then, yeah, I don't think you guys will want to watch me diving through paperwork and faffing around with that. I might sit in the Discord while I'm video editing. I might do that. I like the cat. The cat's so cute. The problem is it's a really old cat. We don't know if anyone owns it. It doesn't look like it. It's really cute. Cat's called Ellie. Yeah, it was just hanging out on my driveway. It hangs out on the neighbor's driveway normally, but it was hanging out on mine the other day. So yeah, I just went and sat with it for a bit and just, I don't know where its limits are for being touched, so I'm being a little bit careful, but it will open up its belly to you, but obviously that's like the no-go zone with cats in most cases. But I was just giving a little head pats and little chin rubs. But oh, the cat's so cute. And it was purring, and it was adorable. I want to bring it in and cuddle it, and just... There's a game where you click on an egg, and after a million clicks, oh god, really? Oh, is that like one of those like idle games where like you oh, what's that one where you make money? That business one. You know the one I mean? Where you like start an empire and then it's like AFK thing. Someone will know what I mean. Hey Tapper, how you doing? Hope you're getting some good weather in Finland. I have no idea what it's like at this time of year for you. Hopefully it's all good. I assume it's starting to get into the more chilly weather, right? What with the time of year it's going to start going that way, but I have no idea. I've never been to Finland, so... I think the furthest north I've been was Denmark, so... let's get that one. Let's get the Sakine. Is there a cat in Finland? Oh! Hang on, what? I'm confused. You said you haven't been to Finland, but you saw a cat in what? I'm so confused. You have me confused, Ariel. I don't know what you're on about, man. Do. Hang on a second. I'm just... I don't know what I'm gonna do in this match. This match, I've got to get over there. You've got a cat and a dog. Nice. Refrigerator. Isn't that just everywhere? The cold weather. You can just put anything in the ice outside. It'll be fine. Surely. Surely that works, right? Surely that's plenty doable. Right? Oh, come on. It's gonna fucking slap me before I have a chance to do anything. Kinda need this guy. If I get the one off his ass, if he can get the one off my ass, that would help. Come on. Nope, no, he got me. That's a shame.
Sorry, what? Sorry, I've just seen something on... I hope this is not true. What the fuck? They're trying to make certain programming languages in the UK illegal. Oh, they're gonna have fun and games with that one. Oh gosh. Right, well, I'm gonna try and not scroll on Twitter because that will make me sad. There's a cat eating a lollipop on Twitter though. That's kind of funny. It is a cat snack one though. So there's that. Right, come on, let's get back in there. I have no idea what that says, Tapman. Alright, I did do French and German when I was at school, but it's been so long. Yeah, this match is fucked. This match is fucked. How was the point? Okay, it's not actually as bad as I thought. It's like 150 points in it. It's not actually as bad. We could fix this. This might be workable. Hang on. I gotta hope my teammates don't have any silly losses. I'm gonna try and deal with this. Hey, Dan. Yes, because they think it's going to violate the new rules that they're trying to put in place with censoring certain things online, basically. Apparently, allegedly. So they want to just ban certain very common programming languages because they're a risk. It's so dumb. I really hope it's not true, but I've just seen a thing and it looks like they're trying. It looks like they actually are trying. I'm gonna have to go and vet that a little further, but I wouldn't put it past them at this point. I really would not. Somebody put a Viking hat on a cat, apparently. Don't know why somebody did that. People do weird things, especially on the internet. What's he saying? Hang on. Yeah, as I say, keep it in English in chat, please. I'm gonna be able to... Yeah, well, the Google Translate says what you said last was asshole country, man. Yeah, I hate politics too, dude. We have a no politics policy here. Yeah, it's just, given what you just said, and the fact you said it in a different language just after where you asked somebody was from, I could see why Ariel would take it as you were insulting his country. So, if you want to give more context of what you're, applying it to, go for it. But I can see why, given the Google Translate and everything else, he'd have that interpretation that you're trying to insult him. Does that make sense? I think there's crossed wires possibly going on. Does that make sense? I don't know, but if you care to enlighten, go for it. If you're referring to my country and that stupid thing on Twitter, fair enough. They are doing a lot of stupid things currently. Oh, it looks like the Claire Obscure guys have got their heads screwed on. They made a statement apparently. They're not planning to expand the studio or the scale of their development. They're happy being at the size they are. And they want to make more turn-based RPGs at the right price. Hey, like, kudos to those guys. They've got their heads screwed on. Yeah, he may have been angling at me, Ariel. I don't know. They're trying to ban gaming. They've been banning games. But that's the payment processors pushing that stuff, Poltergeist. Although there is other stuff. I can't really get into that here. Because again, it'll start getting into politics territory. Oh my god, I hope that is genuine. Oh, it's camo suit. Okay, that's a little bit better. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was about to say, somebody's got like a washing machine full of stuff and it looks like it's poo brown stained. It's disgusting. It's a hunting outfit. That's why it's that color. I thought someone had genuinely shat themselves so bad they've made their entire outfit completely like mottled brown. Jeez. That's gross. Okay, I'm a little less concerned now. Oh my gosh. Oh. Right. Anyway. Right. Where am I at? I still need to get more. I need to get more assists. I need to get more assists. Right. Let's see what we can do. Let's go in for one more, and then I'm gonna go check on my mom. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's an international thing. Yeah, no, I get that. I need to look into it in more detail, though, because I only just saw about the programming language thing. So I need to have a mooch at that. Figure out what's going on exactly, because I don't have all the details. It just popped up. As I like to double vet and verify stuff, because, yeah, people don't always report on things correctly. Oh my gosh. That kid has got the worst haircut imaginable. Wow. People are flying across the country just to get what's called a spin wheel haircut. What the? It looks awful. Okay, people had some weird choices in haircuts. It's like a mohawk, but at a funky angle, and it looks really untidy. I do not understand that, but okay. Scientists have discovered a new giant species of stick insect, which is over 15 inches long. As if Australia doesn't have enough nightmare fuel wildlife, but okay. Okay. Oh gosh. Right, we're gonna get stuck in and we'll see what we can do. Somebody has a pet bird on a boat. Okay, weird. Oh, dude, it's horrifying. Let me link you it. You want to see this fucking moth thing? Oh my god, it's horrifying. Genuinely horrifying. That would freak me out if I ever saw that IRL. Fucking nightmare fuel, that. It really is. There's like full-blown fucking nightmare fuel, man. I'm gonna get splatted. No, it's not cute. How is that cute? What the fuck, Nev? If that's your idea of cute. Oh, you got problems, man. I'm not gonna reach my target. If you're calling the stick insect cute, I don't get it. I really don't. I called you Jeff. What? Aye. No, you and Nev are just as bad as each other. Don't even try and play that one off.
We captured the airfield. Now
No, I'm not confused. I'm tired. There's a difference. Thank you. Did I say Nev? No, no, no. I'm gonna replay that one back and check that. Did I say Nev? Could someone else corroborate? Ow, 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 ow. No, leave me alone. I did. No, no, I want a third party, Jeff. I want a neutral third party to verify. I know what you're like. Come on. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna try and go for this. Oh, it looks like they already got it. Brilliant. Thanks, Min Sid. Thanks. Using those mod privileges really well, I see. Thanks. Thanks for that one. Really, really appreciate that. I don't know why, but I'm in a crime scene clean mood today. But I also want to do Uma Musume. Ah, I got too many games to play. I need to have a look at my schedule. I'm sorry the August schedule isn't out yet. It is gonna. I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna get it sorted tonight. I am gonna get it sorted. I do have a couple of days I can shift around. Worst case. Sorry, I'm just having a look because I don't know what I fancy doing today. Am I weird for that? I'm being like weird flip-floppy today. Do I do crime scene cleaning or do I play with horse girls? I don't know. I don't know why, but is it bad? Can I mix the two? There's a crime scene at the end of the racetrack. Oh god, that's terrible. That's not good. Anyone have any opinions on this? Horse girls or crime scenes? Does anyone have a preference? I think it says there's an event in Uma Musume that's finishing today. So, it'd be nice to grind that some more. On the flip side, Mafia, Pizza Shop, 11 Dead Bodies, kind of appealing as well. Oh, fuck me. I'm so fucked in the head, aren't I? Why do I play such dumb, weird games? I think that's probably what I need to figure out.
The enemy has captured the airfield. We need to act and fast.
No! Balls! Okay, that's the ground. It hurts. I know this from first-hand experience. Oh, I got my Kita-san Black up to tier 3, by the way. I've only one break out of having it maxed. By really fluky ass luck, I must say.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
I've had like the weirdest run of luck.
The airfield is ours. We must hold it. The enemy
I spent some refund money on it,
let them keep it.
like 20 quid, and then the rest has all been free pulls, and I've managed to 3-break it. Bizarrely. In all fairness, I have grinded a shitload of freebies. I think I've nearly got 200 pulls on that banner just from like the freebies and shit. Because I have been grinding. I think my archive's nearly up to level 50 as well. Oh god. Ah! Ow, 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 ow. Okay, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. Right. Alright, it's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. It is fine. It is fine. We can walk away from that. That is fine. That is a perfectly normal, sane landing. That works. We got the site. I don't care. I didn't go bang. That's a win in my book. What the fuck? Okay. I'm gonna get destroyed before I even get off the runway. I gotta get off this runway and I gotta get off it fast. Ah! Yeah, my point proven exactly. My exact fucking point. Don't put me on the runway this time. Thank you. Silly, silly game. Right.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
Alright, come on. Sorry, I'm just waiting to see what happens here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Got it. Got an assist. I got a freaking assist, finally. Hi, Evil. How you doing? You okay? I need your help. Oh, no. What? What's wrong? What have I done? I mean, I'll try and be helpful. I can't promise you'll get the desired result, but I will try. You fucked up. Oh, no. What happened? I'm worried. Oh, Streamlabs. Yeah, that I might be able to help with. Okay, what's the problem? Fire it at me. If I don't know, I probably know someone who does have the answer. Although I generally advocate don't use Streamlabs because it's bloated bollocks these days. But yeah, go ahead. When you say Streamlabs, do you mean the bot or do you mean the slobs? Can you clarify? But yeah, go ahead, fire your problem at me. It's too long and too loud. How do I top? Oh my! You started it! Look, I gotta have some fun. I'm sorry, I've had a stressful day. I started the stream by crying. I couldn't help myself. Alright. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Do not take that the wrong way. Give me 2 seconds, I'll log into mine. Shit your pants? It's sorry, what? You've got a 20-second follower stat. Is that the default now? What in the honestly, first off, don't use Streamlabs. I would use Stream Elements personally. And don't use slobs, just use like standard OBS and modify it, because slobs, they charge you for basic features that are just normal OBS shit, and they're dishonest about it, in my opinion. And also, it's very bloated, and it's very horny on your hardware. So it makes the whole situation a million times worse. Right, as far as the alerts, it will be... Give me a second. Let me pick a random one. Do you have a overlay installed for it, Evil? Do you have an overlay installed on their shop? Is that what you've grabbed? Can you just clarify? Is there like a preset that you're using?
We've got to regain control of it immediately.
I'm just trying to understand what you're using exactly to do the overlay. Have you got like your own thing ported in, or have you got like a preset that they've got on their shop? So, have you got... I might have to talk... Oh, I just got an achievement. Okay. Yeah, have you... How have you got your alerts popping up? Is it an overlay inside of Streamlabs? Do you have like a preloaded call me? Well, I can't do it right now in the middle of a stream. Hang on, I might be able to do desktop a second. Hang on. Are you in the shop here using a preloaded thing? Or are you doing like an alert box? Like here? Although apparently you've got to join Ultra for that, which means I can't even get into this right now. Yeah, I don't do calls in Stream Evil. Oh, you've got the desktop app? Right, so you're using Slobs to stream then? Are you using the browser to manage your stuff? Can you send me a screenshot of the layer in your Slobs? It's an app, right? So you're using what desktop app? So you're using this? So are you using their equivalent of OBS to manage it all? Internally inside of it. You don't have where the fuck is it? No, it's fine. I'm just trying to understand which aspects of their service you're using. Oh, send me a DM. Hang on. Yeah, so you're using Slobs then. You're using Slobs, right? Okay, that's what I needed to know. Right, so you've got an alert box layer there. Right, how are you managing that alert box layer? I assume via the alerts and widget tab on the left, right? Well, I wouldn't use Slobs full stop, dude. Like I say, it's resource horny. It'll run your PC way harder than it needs to be. Also, they charge you for things that are basic OBS functions. So they're a complete rip-off. They've also been caught doing other shit as well, like allegedly ripping off other people's websites and allegedly reverse engineering other people's software, among other things. And also charging people for tips and things and tacking extra shit on. Allegedly. I'm gonna go with allegedly for all of this. What should you use? Just use default OBS, dude, and then modify it. For moderation bot, Stream Elements is perfectly good. There's other alternatives for moderation and other shit if you want to go down that route, but Stream Elements is the closest equivalent and it won't bloat your machine. Where'd you go? Very simple. Give me 2 seconds. OBS Project is the main OBS site. Let me send you there. I've got a modified combination. I've got a really weird modified thing. OBS. I will send you to the. Honestly, just get raw OBS. Yes, yeah. There's also a trademark dispute over OBS because the Slobs guys tried to allegedly sneak it under their radar and copyright it. Anyway, that's a whole other problem. As they all allegedly, please don't sue me. Please don't fucking sue me. I've got enough problems as it is. But yeah, it'll be bloating and overrunning your hardware. Yeah, so OBS, and then grab Stream Elements, and then grab the Stream Elements integrations, and you'll be way better off. It'll run a fuck ton smoother. And you can actually import a lot of your stuff. Yeah, you need to download it and install it, like you did Slobs. You're gonna have to redo all your overlays and set everything up again, but it'll be a million times better. But yeah, what you've got there is you've got their I'm gonna look out at this. Yeah, you've basically got Slobs, and then you've got, where'd you click? You download it. Windows, Mac OS, or Linux, depending on which one you want. I don't know what your operating system is. You need to pick whatever's appropriate. So if you're on a Windows machine, pick the Windows option. If you're on a Mac, click the Mac. If you're on Linux, click the Linux option. Or go to the top right, there's download, and then it will show you all the download options. That's where you need to be looking. Does that make sense, Evil? Off the window? I don't know. I haven't got it open. Hang on. Oh, it auto downloads. I've just noticed it auto pulls it. It's just put a installer in my downloads directory. You want to run and install that, basically. Yeah, doing the Microsoft Store seems a bit pointless.
Attack the C point!
It should have downloaded into your downloads area. No? I don't know what you mean by no. Dude. If it doesn't auto-download, go to here. And then just tell it which one you want. And then hit download installer.
Then we need to hold it. The enemy has captured the airfield. We can't let them keep it.
I may need to help you with this off stream if you don't know how to download it. I've heard of it. I've never used it, Minson. I've never used it.
The enemy has captured the airfield. We need to regain control of it immediately.
Yeah, I need to double check up on that thing, Minson, and see how that wound up. Battle rating, raise it to what, Ariel? What do you want to get up to? I'm glad you enjoy the streams, Maple. Sorry, I'm trying to help someone with an issue at the moment. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm sorry I've not been at my best today. I'm glad you guys are having some fun, though. But yeah, I might muck around with some other games today. We'll see what we do. I definitely want to play Saloon Sim today, though. We're definitely going to do that. I might save Extreme Delivery for another day, if that's alright with you guys.
Closer to victory.
Ooh, come on. Ow. Yeah, where are you stuck, Evil? Hang on. What are you stuck on, mate? If you just top bar on the top that says download, you need to know what your operating system is. If you don't know what your operating system is, that's your first problem. You need to go look at what it is. Because you'll need to download the correct version for your operating system. So I'm assuming you're probably on a Windows machine. But please do check. But you just get the download packet, and then what you do is you then would install it like you would any other application. So you just run the executable. It's alright, guys. It's okay. Where are you at, Evil? I'm trying to help. It's okay. It's fine. No stress. It's okay. I'm just trying to help. It's trying to understand where you're at. This is why it's better to do it in a call off stream. Yeah, I saw the DM, dude. You want to go to download on the top right, or click the icon. You see there's 3 big blue buttons in the middle? Windows, Mac OS, Linux. You need to click the button. You're in a panic? Don't panic. It's fine. We can fix this shit. I have a new one. Okay. OBS files are being used. Right, that's because you've got OBS presumably currently open in the form of slobs. It also wants you to close the warthunder client. So you're gonna need to close warthunder. Close warthunder. If you've got slobs open, close it. That's what it's telling you. It's telling you that War Thunder is trying to use the application, so don't panic. You just need to close it. Once it's closed, then it'll install. Good rule of thumb when you're installing software, don't have games and other applications open unnecessarily. Have the bare minimum open, because you're less likely to get conflicts and issues. Some installations will also want you to close your browser when you're doing it. It's not abnormal, it's fine. But yeah, make sure you've got the applications closed, then resume the install. And then it will stop complaining. And you'll be fine. Okay? It's okay. Yeah, it doesn't help yours is in a different language, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. I can guess what the buttons are, because I sort of know them. It's been a long time since I've done a fresh install, though. So you see you. I don't know what you mean, so you see you. The last one I've got is the image of you saying that the warthunder client was dicking with it. How you doing, Scottish? You're right. 663. I mean, we could. It's gonna be interesting to see if the queue works, but I'm up for giving it a try. There's a new Sniper Elite game? Really? Do you mean Resistance? Resistance has been out for ages. Resistance is really fun. If there's another one that I don't know about, though, feel free to fill me in. Oh, you see me now that you have Twitch open. Okay. Do I have to delete the one I had open? No, no, no. You can leave slobs alone for now. Don't worry about that. Yeah, ignore slobs. Just make sure it's shut. Just make sure it's closed. You'll probably want to uninstall it once you move to the new one, but don't for now. Yeah, yeah, I've been playing Resistance. I'm still doing the DLC missions in it, but I've been playing Resistance. I did the Angry Mustache Man level not that long ago. I think I've got a couple more that I need to do, but I'm mostly there. Yeah, sending a new pic? No, that's fine. Send a new pic. That's fine. I'll try and troubleshoot this as best I can. If not, we can hop in a call later once I'm done with dinner. Don't panic, though. This is fixable. It's fine. But there's no... honestly, there's no point in doing your alerts if you're just going to move software, because honestly, Slobs is a pain in the ass. Okay, so right. So you've got it installed. Good. Right. So what you've got there is a blank. Okay? So you'll have to go in, you'll have to do your settings, and you'll have to do your stream key and all that gubbins, okay? Bit like you did with Slobs, it's exactly the same process. Okay? You'll have to set up your recording settings if you use the recording and all that. If you want a sit down where I sit and go through it and we can optimize it, I can do that. All I will need from you is your PC specs and your a speed test from like speedtest.net. And we can run through that later if you like, but that will be a sit down job on a call, if that's alright. So we can get that optimized for you. But what you'll want to do now, it's exactly like Slobs, it's the same kind of layout. You just put all your layers in how you like them, okay? What I would recommend, though, is just get away from Streamlabs entirely. If you log into Stream Elements, you can then download the Stream Elements and integrate it into OBS. And then you can use their overlay system, and it's got more flexibility. If you've got sound files and images you want to use... make sure you have those to hand.
Attack the B-point.
Yeah, so they had presets. Now, I think you can do presets. Yeah, so you've just done plug and play then, with Slobs. You've done plug and play, by the sounds of it. It's fine, I'm stopping, I'm waiting for you. Come on. Come on. Sorry, I'm trying to get these enemies. You need to smoke and take a shit. No, that's fine, you do that, it's fine. Don't stress though, it's way less complicated than you think it is. Don't worry. Do not panic. I don't want to stress you out. Don't worry. Stream Elements is very useful. Once you get the Stream Elements tacked into it, you can automate a lot of the stuff. So don't panic. It's fine. This is a little bit more of an old school way of doing it, but yeah, if you add Stream Elements into it, and then have more control, it'll be far more optimal for your machine as well. Yeah, I mean, you can do it really raw old school. I mean, there's other bits, but as I say, if you want the plug and play, we can do plug and play, alright? That with stream elements, we can do that. Alright? You're not going to be just left with that and then told to fuck off and deal with it, alright? I'm not going to do that to you. Okay? So calm down. It's okay. Alright? See, back in my day, we didn't have any of this fancy plug and play shit. We just had to get on with it and do it. You have to manually do everything. It's fine, though. As I say, with stream elements, you can automate. It's very equivalent to slobs. Oh, I'm talking too fast for you. Ah, okay. I didn't realize that. It's just you needed a smoke and a poop. And, sounded like it was winding you up. Yeah, the game is a lot of money. It is a really good game, though, Minson. Resistance is really, really fun. I wouldn't say it's a massive improvement on 5, but it's more of the same. Does that make sense? With a new plotline, character, yada yada. It is very fun. I would say it's a bit more of a condensed experience than the prior game, but it's still pretty well fleshed out and good. DLC content's been good as well. There's a few weapons that I think are a bit overpowered at PvP, but that's a whole other thing. Yes. No, don't worry, Evil. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. It's okay, little sausage. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry, I'm being weird. Dippity dip 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 dip. Yeah, I'm being a little donut. Little donut. Little donut. Ah, fuck me. Alright, hang on. I want to try and deal with these silly poops. Do. Ay, 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 ay. No. No. Ow. Right. Okay. Right. I'm having a brain fart. Alright, hang on a second. What do I need to... Oh, what do I... You know what, we'll use that. We'll use the spit. We'll use the spit. Why not? We'll use the spit.
We have most of the zones.
Sorry, I'm like mega brain fart.
We can't let them keep it.
Right. Oh, there's a classic, dude. The old ones are amazing. I do really love the old school ones. I need to do V2 remastered. I haven't done that one, but I played 2 back in the day. I've basically played every Sniper Elite game at this point. Your internet's gone. Okay. Don't worry about it, Evil. Right. Okay, game plan, Evil. I got you, fam, okay? Right, it's gonna be fine. When are you planning to next stream, Evil? Just so I've got an idea. When are you next planning to go live, dude? Because what I could do with you, if I can try and get the bullshit sound effect thing fixed for you quickly in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm not gonna probably fix this in 5 minutes. What I would suggest is maybe just turn that layer off and have one stream without alerts. That'd probably be your simplest solution. What we could do is have a sit down chat Saturday if you like, if you're around. What I would suggest, we can dick around with making your situation better, okay, with the new stuff in the short term, because you want to quickly get going, Evil. On the left-hand side of slobs. You got an avatar that needs to be on screen? Yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. Right, so what we'll do is we'll deal with the other stuff at the weekend, okay? Do not panic, alright? We'll make it better for you. I can sit and do an education session with you. You'll better understand the software and how it works as a whole. So when you run into problems, you'll be able to deal with them a bit easier, okay? And that will put you in it'll put you in a better position from a technical standpoint, alright? Because then if something does go wrong, you've got a better idea of how to locate the issue, right? We can do that. You do not have to take me up on that, but that is there for you if you want to have it, okay? Bit of guidance, bit of help. That'll be involving a bit more work. You're a welder, not a computer guy. That is fine. Don't worry. I've got the benefit of having done this since 2012 and tinkering with it and not having plug and play. So that's why I've been able to build out the way I have. I don't know everything, but I know a lot. So yeah, let me have a sit down with you at the weekend if you're up for that. As I say, you don't have to take me up on that, but maybe I can help you learn a few things that might help you out. And then, as far as today's concerned, with you getting going, because you're keen to get on, I understand we'll have to. Well, it's up to you. Nothing's mandatory. I just want to offer you the support you need. I can't do it really in the middle of the day because I've got to go do this phone thing and other stuff, but in the evening I can pop on and help if you want. You just let me know what's a good time and day for you. But yeah, on the left-hand side of your slobs, alerts and widgets. Go into there and take a screenshot for me. Net's down. No, that's fine. Where are the tanks? I haven't put any on today yet. I've been trying to get dailies done. And I'm just trying to help somebody with technical issues at the moment. Yeah, if your net's out, we're not going to be able to do anything. It's fine, Evil. It's going to suck because you now can't stream either. I'm so sorry. No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I want to help you. But don't panic, okay? Which is rich coming from me because I got on stream this morning in a right panic. I know the irony. But yeah, it's fixable, dude, alright? But yeah, just turn that section of the overlay off. That's your simplest, just so that you can go live, alright? Once you do get your net back. Just turn the alert overlay off. For a stream. People will understand. Alright? If we can get into your alerts and widgets section, I should be able to troubleshoot it, but I need to be able to see it. Does that make sense? I don't know what that means. Okay, so you know how you have sources in your I'll show on screen in a second. Hang on. I do a bit of everything, Kale, but yes, it can be. It depends on how you're being targeted in game. Hang on, let me bring your screenshot up. Sorry, this is a screenshot. Right, so these are your scenes. These are your layers in the scene. Okay, see how there's a layer there called alert box? There should be a visibility button. You can make that invisible, basically. And that will stop the audio and the video from that layer coming through. Does that make sense? And that will at least temporarily stop it from going off and making a racket during your stream until we can get it sorted. But yeah, we'll have a sit down, okay, when you've got your net back and everything, alright? But what will probably be best if we go through the old stuff, fix that, and then we'll set you up with the new, and then give you time to familiarize with it so it's not overwhelming. If you want to do that. As I say, it'll be more efficient for your machine, and it'll be less bloated. It'll be better for you in the long run. If that makes sense. But, yeah, I can help you get into it. We need to just do a screen share, basically, and I can talk you through it. It's just with specifics, it's seeing how you've got it. It should be fine. I'm well versed enough in it that we should be able to get to the bottom of it fairly quickly. I just need to see how you've got it. But if you've got it plug and play and you haven't interfered with it much, it's probably going to be fairly bog standard, so... Yeah, no, that's fine, it's fine. Yeah. Do you have a particular day, like, time that's good for you? Because of work and that? Hi, Rage. How are you? You okay? Hey, Yontai. How you doing? You're a friend of Ariel? Fair enough. I hope you and Ariel are having a good day. Ooh, okay, you clomped me. We got away. I got a vacation? Nice. Oh, till next Sunday. Oh, when are you going on that vacay then? If you want, we can make it another week, if that's better for you. Whatever works, man. We can put it off until you're back from vacation, if that's easier. I'm okay, Raging. I had a bit of a wobbly start this morning. Stress got to me a bit. The guys have been really kind and understanding and supportive. We've had a little bit of a chat about it. I'm doing a bit better now. Now I've got into some matches and I've had some time to chill a little. I don't know, honestly, Kale, off the top of my head. I don't think I've got that one. I haven't got many squad vehicles. Hi, Arion. Yeah, I'll be okay. It's just everything getting on top of me is all. I've got a broken phone at the moment. I'm waiting on a refund because of a scam phone that I ended up with. I've got a server that's making a slightly odd noise and I'm not sure. Yeah, we're doing 5-3 and under at the moment. I'm not sure how many more matches I'm going to do, though. Lobby rules will apply. Usual stuff, don't throw, don't break TOS, all that kind of stuff. We have a hard cap system, so all vehicles must be on or under the cap, just so you know. If you're on console, you'll need crossplay on. You'll have to provide your in-game name as well, obviously. Make sure you got it set so you can accept invites from non-friends. Any questions, ask. Oh, okay, Kale. Fair enough. Yeah, with squad vehicles, I tend to just wait and let them grind out rather than going out for them. But I'm one of these people that, like, takes it patiently. Oh, you're doing a ride to Germany. Ah, okay. You don't have a day set yet. Right, okay. So possibly this Saturday would be okay for us to sit down? Is what you're saying? Possibly? You can DM me later and let me know if the weekend is good for you or not. It's absolutely fine, no rush. As I say, I will be out in the middle of the day Saturday, so I'm gonna be, because I gotta go get this stupid phone thing sorted. I mean, we could have a 6-3 session, but I know Ariel's asked for it. I'm gonna have to swap set to do that though, because I haven't got this set grinded. I'll have to see what I can find. I don't have a massive amount of stuff. I'm definitely not doing jets because I'm trying to get dailies done. Yeah, just let me know. Yeah, you know, it's alright, Evil. As I say, I'm happy to help you with it. It's not a problem, but it's fine. Well, like I say, you just let me know as and when. Don't panic. Like I say, if you can mute the layer, great. Doing that is like a 30-second thing. Once you've got it booted up, I can show you that very quickly, how to do that. Getting you onto the other stuff that's more optimal will take more time, but when we have the time, alright? No rush on that. I just want to make it as easy as possible for you to manage. But yeah, if your experience of this kind of stuff has been very much plug and play basic stuff, we'll try and keep it as simple as possible. Because there's a lot you can do. There's a lot you can do with the software, but yeah, it just depends on what your technical standpoint on it is. You're not fucked, Evil. It's fine. You are fine. It is okay. You have not fucked it. It's fine. basically what you've got is a sound file attached to your overlay that's too fucking loud and long. So what we need to do is find an alternate sound file and insert it into that section of the overlay. That's what needs to be done. So we need to find a sound effect that's copyright compliant, that you like, and then force the switch, basically. That's what we need to do. And that will sort you out. But yeah, it's just, you need to be able to have internet access and get on. I need to be able to see it, and I can take you through the steps. I might even be able to find you a sound file. I don't know what kind of sounds you like to have. I know Slobs has got a load of inbuilt ones, so we can maybe look at an alternate one that they've got on there, just for simplicity's sake. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to talking, alright? We'll go through that. Do not worry. Right, that's a bit of a stretch. Let me grab this one out. But yeah, Yontai, does 6'3" and under work for you, or somewhere in that ballpark? I'm probably not going to be doing many more matches today, if I'm honest. I'm gonna get a couple more in, and then I think we'll swap. We'll go play Saloon Sim, and then we'll see how much time I've got, and then maybe we'll go to Musume. Yeah, evidently you didn't put a 5-second sound on. It's fine. This is why checking the size of the file is a good idea. And the length listed. It's fine. It's okay, Evil. Don't worry. I have resources for that kind of stuff, so we can find you something. Don't worry. There's normally test buttons where you can test all of this ahead of going live, so I definitely recommend doing that. Test. Always test everything before you put it into a live environment. Is a very good rule of thumb. A lot of streamers also have like a second bogus channel where they can just go live on it and check stuff, and people don't get alerts that they're live. It's not something everyone does, but it is useful to have so you can test things. Oh, so it was at the testing phase you identified. Right, okay, fine. Yeah, okay, so you did test it, but that was at that point you realized, and now you're stuck. Right, okay. Okay, yeah, I see what you got up to now. Okay, so at least you're aware of the test function. That's good. 5-3. That's literally what we're doing, dude. I'm literally doing 5-3. I don't know why you asked for it to be higher. We are literally doing 5-3 and under right now. So we can just stay as is then. I don't know where you're confused, dude, but I've been on 5-3 all day, so that's fine. We can just stick as is. Did your friend tell you it was 4-3 or something? Because it's not 4-3, it's 5-3 and under. He meant well, he's just said 5-3 to me. I'm so confused. He says we can. I say I can pull out a higher set. I'm just gonna be limited on choice, is all. No, I can't do 7-7. No, I can't do that. I don't know who told you that. I don't have 7s. I don't have tech tree 7s. I've got a few random premium vehicles. I cannot do dailies and jets. It's not gonna happen. I am just at the precursor for jets. I can do low 6s. I can't really go any further than that. I don't have sets equipped. I need his in-game name. He hasn't provided it yet. Let me see what I can do for bumping to 6-3. Give me a second. All right, Evil. Yeah, well, it's no worries. Like I said, I'll happily help you out a bit later. Well, you will be fine. We will get you sorted. No, I'm not doing naval. Not doing naval today. We haven't got time for it. Just want to get this daily out of the way and be done. Yeah, we'll get you sorted, Evil. Don't worry. I bet you she'll be there. Like, if she knows what she's doing, it'll be like 10 seconds, flicking a switch for you, and then she'll be out. If she's familiar with it. Right, I could just do my British sex. That's 6-3 and under. I'll let you bump a little higher than that if you want to 6-7, but please don't go any higher than that. That might get you a couple of jets in. But this might fuck the queue up, because we had problems yesterday with queuing at this BR. I don't know how well this is gonna work. We may or may not be able to get a queue. Oh, okay, evil, fair enough. Okay, well, someone's got 7s. We'll try, but I don't think this is going to end well. I'm just going to say it now. I don't think this is going to end well. You're alright, Shadow. Any drama? Not really. It's been pretty chill today, apart from me crying earlier. Trying to help one of the guys out with the technical issues he's having. Right. Gad, if you can ready up, we'll get a quick one in. How did that happen? Just me getting stressed. I've just woke up in a very anxious state this morning. Just worrying about the phone and the computer and missing Dad and, you know. I'm doing alright now. I've had more chance to sit down and just play some games with you guys. It always cheers me up, so. I'm just having a silly little meltdown. I'm trying to look at the positive things. As I say, at least I'll go into town tomorrow and then hopefully have the phone situation mostly resolved. So, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Right, Yontan, can you please ready up? We can't queue until you ready up. You need to hit the ready button at the top of the screen. He says go back to the previous. He has 5s, he has 7s, but no 6s. Oh, okay, right, sure then. Yeah, this is why we have a cap, and you need to actually have set stuff ready when you join. Because it creates delays. No, it's fine. I don't know where you got from somewhere that we were playing 7s, but we were not playing 7s. Sorry. A lot of my sets cap out in tier 4. I do have higher stuff, but for the purpose of doing dailies and everything else, I'm not touching them at the moment. Right, let's see what we can do. Oh, right, okay. Well, that's on him then. Yeah, well, if you try and bring stuff in that's too high BR, that's a lobby ban offense. Temporary or permanent. So yeah, please do abide by the rules here. As I say, it fucks people around. That's where I got started, Cameron, yeah. That's where I got started. I've been making content on YouTube since, 2013? October 2013? Started Twitch in February of 2012. Started TikTok last year. Was it last year or the year before? No, it was last year. Yeah, it was September of last year. Brain fart. Been doing Instagram for a few years. I do a variety of stuff. Yeah, those wings are, not attached anymore. These guys are probably going to focus me trying to go for ground targets. It's fine though. I'll try and sneak in there again and then we'll go from there. I just need 1 assist. Just need 1 assist, but yeah, what we'll do is about 4 o'clock we'll swap game. We'll do the saloon game, and then I think what we'll do is we'll put the delivery game to next week. I'll get the schedule out tonight, because I want to level the bomber up as well, Ariel. Also, back gunners in the fray might be able to end up landing me an assist, but this is kind of more of a side note. I'm trying to multitask, basically. I'm leveling up vehicles while trying to get assists. But if I sneak in down here, back gunners might be able to pop something while I'm going for ground targets. But we'll have to wait and see. But the match is long enough. I'll be able to get multiple fieldings. So it's fine. So I'm just gonna bide my time here. We're gonna let back gunner fuck around. Got one on the arse end hitting that guy. I gotta rely on someone else hitting the dudes though. That's the problem. I've lost an engine. Oh, Irish breakfast tea. That sounds good. That sounds really good. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should go make myself a cup of tea. That might be a good idea. Maybe I should make a cup of tea. That would be nice. I'm not having a coffee. I think having a coffee this morning probably didn't help because I felt way jittery after that. Hi, Axel. How you doing? I think I need to lay off the coffee in the morning. That is probably not helping me. Yeah, I'm trying to cut down how much of that I'm drinking because caffeine and you know, the carbonated stuff. It's not good for you. I do drink some, but I don't know. I need to get my water bottle back out and try and focus on that. Oh, you got stick drift? Fuck, man. That sounds like you need a new controller, buddy. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, stick drift is horrific. I think I've had 1 or 2 controllers that have done that to me, but thankfully I avoid that issue. Oh, good old mouse and keyboard. So much better. But yeah, stick drift sucks. A lot. Oh, you're in debt so you can't get it. Ah, okay. Yeah, pay that debt off, dude. Then you can reward yourself. It's easier said than done, though, especially in this climate. I wish you all the best for sorting it out, though. Fingers crossed you will. Bit of determination, you'll get there. You can do it. You can do it. Just squirrel away those pennies. Ugh! Jeez. Oh, right! To replace it. Right, okay, okay. Okay, that's better then. How much? Hang on, what controller are you using? Are you using a PlayStation one or a Xbox or what's your go-to? They're not cheap. They're not cheap. I know there's like third party ones. They vary a lot in quality though. Oh, you got a custom Xbox? Ah, okay. Well, if you drop the custom, that'll bring the price down. That'll help. How much is it normally? Official Xbox XS series. Is it, what, £54.99? It looks like there's a wireless for £30. Alternate brand, $24.99 by the looks of it. So you could just have a basic one temporarily, cut some of that cost down. Get a custom one later when you can afford it. Potentially might work. I don't know. Ooh, okay, there's a lot of these guys. Right, I need to help out. Not gonna do it. Fuck. Stay custom. What do you mean stay custom? As in, you couldn't go back because you don't like it? I mean, it's fair play if that's what you'd rather do. Yeah. I mean, mine is modified. I've got basic, well, I've got the Halo one, but then I've got squid grips and stuff on it because I get horrible hand cramp. And then I've got, little stick extenders because it makes it way more comfortable for me. Oh, it's a drop joystick with a low. Ah, okay. Right. Okay. When you said custom, I was thinking, oh, is it like custom skin just to make it look fancy? Because there's companies that will do that. If it's not a practical thing, you know, I tend to be someone who will go practical over flashy, if that makes sense. But yeah, the squid grips and the little stick. Oh my god, they're so good for me with my joint issues. I still tend to flip-flop controls when I'm using them, but it does make it way easier for me to use. It doesn't cramp my thumb up quite so bad. I don't know if you run into that problem, but oh, that's nothing worse than like claw hands. Because your hand's been in one position for too long. Do you know what I mean? Oh, your hands swell a lot. Yeah, squid grips are so good for that. Not sponsored or anything, just genuinely really like them. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. If you've got a configuration that works for you, and you've got, like, a reason for that, that makes perfect sense. I was just trying to see where we could cut some corners to help you out kind of thing, you know? Because I assumed it wasn't a compatibility issue, because they're not that stingy with that kind of stuff. It's like, oh, you've got a custom connector to go with this custom thing now. You're screwed now. You're stuck in the custom economy now. So give them time, though. That will probably happen. I hope they don't. But you never know with these things. This is what really annoys me. I bought a new phone. It's not micro USB anymore. It's all USB-C. And I was like, I hate USB-C. I hate C connectors. I hate them with a passion. I want my micro USB back. Dang it. I'm sorry. I think I'm such an old fart. It's just, I like my little funny shaped connector. It's nice. I miss it. I'm gonna be sad to lose that thing. I have got an adapter so I can at least use my old cables on the new phone. So there's that. But, yeah. I hate changing phones. I hate changing computers. The bane of my life. Hey, guten Tag, Brendan. How's you? You're alright. Yeah. I mean, USB-C really is the standard now. And it's nice to have things somewhat universal, so I can understand the benefit of it. But I'm an old stick, basically. I'm an old stick in the mud. I like what I'm used to. Yeah, Apple dropping their custom connector is great. I hate that shit with a passion. That crap annoys me. That shit does really annoy me. I don't like closed economy systems where you're held hostage. I hate that crap. Because it's very anti-competition, anti-consumer. And that shit drives me fucking apeshit. If I want to go to a third party to repair my phone or device, I should be able to. If I want to charge the bloody thing, it shouldn't require me to go through 10 extra steps and only one company to pick from. I get voiding warranties and shit because they can't guarantee that things will be safe or functional. That's on the end user to vet it and check things, as far as I'm concerned. But, like, yeah, like, I should have choice. At the end of the day, I'm like, if you have to inconvenience me and lock me into your product, then clearly you've not made a good enough product for me to be convinced to stay in it. Does that make sense? If you have to artificially lock me in to be inconvenient and a massive pain in the ass, you should be working on making a better product than being a dick to your customers. Do you know what I mean? You're being insecure. That's what I don't like. Hate changing cards. Yeah. Yeah, that I'm dreading. I've got to do my cam belt this year, and I'm not looking forward to that. The scrambled names? Yeah. I have stalkers misplaced. Unfortunately. They stream snipe me. There's 4 clans in particular that go after me, and they're complete dickheads. So yeah, I've got account numbers on screen, so I can report people. But my name is also scrambled as well in game, so people will see me in matches, but they won't know it's me necessarily. It's just to make it harder for them to determine if they're in a match with me via the footage or them playing in game. It makes it a lot harder. We have had a few incidences where they've found me, but it makes it difficult enough that it's normally a waste of their time. Does that make sense? So, yeah, it has helped reduce the problem. Thankfully. Didn't stop them from doing it the other week, though, but they didn't get the attention they were looking for because their names weren't on screen. So, that helped a bit. Let's reset that. Right, well, at least I've got dailies done. 6 units in a battle, I can do that. Probably not going to manage it today, but I can do it. One more match, I think, Ariel, and then I'm going to swap game. Any advice? Hey, don't worry. Like, you can play tons and still suck at the game. It's not unheard of. It's fine. I'm potato, especially when it comes to tanks. One, have fun. If you're not having fun, then what's the point, right? That's what I would say. People get sweaty about it. That's fine. If you want to hop in, Brendan, last match of the day. So yeah, if you want to hop in, hop in. 5-3 and under at the moment. So if you want to snipe in and have a match, come on in, Brendan. Give me in-game name. Actually, I think you're that one, aren't you? You're that Brendan B account, right? Correct me? That's the one, right? Or am I having a brain fuck? Yeah, it is that one. Okay, cool. Right, I've sent you the invite then. Yeah, we'll get one match in and then we're gonna flip-flop it. We'll go be a saloon manager in the Wild Wild West. I cannot do the accent. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I cannot do the accent. I'm sorry. Oh gosh, I'm a mess. Sorry. I mean, do the tutorials, grab all the freebies is always a good one. Misplaced. So yeah, if you want it, yeah, I'll add you. That's all good. I won't be able to play with you right now because I've got a full group and we're gonna swap game. But we play pretty regularly here. So yeah, we can do some matches. I stream the game normally 3 times a week normally. So yeah, you're welcome to come and join whenever. It's absolutely fine. I do a mix of random stuff though. Sometimes you'll catch me on boats, sometimes I'll be on planes. It varies a lot. It varies a lot. Yeah, no worries, Axel. That'd be absolutely fine, dude. Yeah, I wish you all the best for sorting that controller issue out. It's a pain in the ass when that shit happens. Because it makes everything impossible. My partner's kids were playing Rocket League and they had stick drift and it was kind of funny. I felt bad for them, don't get me wrong, because playing that game is hard enough as it is. But, yeah. Yeah, how did Inch and you do? I hope you had some fun. I think he played a couple with us yesterday, if I remember right. I don't remember what BR he dropped him, but yeah, it was good. Yeah, boats is good for the cash. Yeah, it is. It is. They've added a lot of stuff as well, so there's a lot more to muck around with. Stick drift. Yeah, okay, yeah, so there's multiple people with the stick drift issue then. Yeah. Yeah, stick drift's horrible. It really is. But yeah, watching my partner's kids play Rocket League with stick drift was rather funny. In all fairness, they dropped the controllers and caused the stick drift, so it's on them. So, It's not like it just randomly happened, alright? It's kind of like, this is what happens when you don't take care of things. But, yeah. Still, at least they're not sucking the controls like they used to. Ugh, that was horrible. That shit was really horrible. When we got them back from their mum, one of them had an oral fixation. He was sucking on the furniture and he was sucking on the Switch controller. And I was like, ah! You couldn't touch anything without having been sucked on. The same went for Lego, and he's calmed down a lot. It's like a stress anxiety response. And he's autistic. So he can't help it. He's a lot better than he was, but yeah, you go and pick up the Switch and the controller's been chewed. And then he had a PlayStation controller that he sucked and he like gunked up with saliva because he was sucking on the end of it so much. It was horrible. Like there was literally saliva inside the controller because it ingressed through the gaps and got into the circuit boards. Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible. So yeah, they're a lot better now. The kids are doing a lot better now. But yeah, picking up a Switch and it being gunky is not a pleasant experience. Yeah, Lego's nice. Lego's bloody expensive though. I do enjoy Lego. Lego was fun, but yeah, I haven't. If I play with Lego, it's because my partner's kids are like, "Shah, can you put this together for me?" Because it's too complicated. Although they're getting a lot better with that now. They do actually build their kits themselves now. It used to be like they'd get a kit at Christmas, and guess what I'd spend the afternoon doing? I'd be sat there building a kit. It's like, we got half of Hogwarts. Can you build it for us? Oh. It's like, oh, I got this emergency services kit. Right, you're building it. It's fun to play with. Don't get me wrong. Fun to play with. But, like... Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Like, no! I'm working on it. Calm down. Yeah, it does sometimes. It hasn't today, though. This is, You want to unread it and reread it? I mean, you can. I don't think it's going to make any difference. You envision chat trolling the kids. Yeah, the kids don't come in here. We have a separation rule with online and offline stuff for the most part. Yeah, so there's only so much detail you guys are going to get. But yeah, they have asked to come and say hi to you guys. I've said no. I love them to bits, and I'm sure you guys will be fine around them. But it's just kids and content in that grey area. I don't want them to say something stupid they might regret later in life, because if it gets clipped... that might not end well. So, yeah, we have a rule with them. It's like, you're not to be on the stream, you're not to look at my content. They don't know what my channel is. Although, their next door neighbours figured out what it is. So I think it's only a matter of time before they find it now. Because there's two brothers that live next door that are friends of theirs. The eldest has found my channel. My fucking art content got recommended to him. I found out last week when I went over there and I was like, oh no, what have I done? It's really bad now because I'm like, if the next door neighbor's parents like watch that, especially with some of the dumb stuff that happened in Ark, I'm like, questions are going to get asked. But I'm like, well, if they've unlocked YouTube and they're not keeping an eye on what their kids picking up and watching, it's kind of not my fault. So I just don't want a war with the neighbor because of what their teenage son is watching. So that might create problems. I don't know, but yeah. Oh, yeah, I kind of worried. Yeah, no, if you need to sleep, Elsie, you do what you need to do. Look, if you need a sleep, Elsie, get your sleep. You've had a long one, so you gotta take care of yourself. It's important. It's very, very important. Right, I'm just gonna dump it on that and then we're gonna run away. That's the Batman plan. At least I've got my dailies done. We've got dailies done. So yeah, I think what we'll do, guys, we'll do Saloon Simulator today. We'll park the delivery game. We'll do that next week. I want to play Uma Musume, I think. I don't think we'll have time for Crime Scene Cleaner just because of how long the level is going to be. With 11 dead bodies on the map, it's going to be a bloody big one. So yeah, I think I'll do some Uma Musume grinding for a couple of hours just around the stream out after we've done Saloon Sim. Alright? I hope that plan is okay with everyone. Yeah, the Contraband Police game, I need to look into reinstalling that. Yeah, I think that's the default camo on it. Misplaced. I think that's the default. I'm pretty sure that one's the default one. I mean, okay, this is gonna sound wrong. Please don't take it the wrong way, Miss Play. They're not my children genetically, okay? They're my partners from a previous relationship. So I am technically a step-parent. I haven't had any kids. Oh, ads! Fuck! Bad, shitty timing! God dang it! No! I hate it when it does that. Ugh. Right, hang on. I'm gonna wait until it's done and then we can talk again. Hang on a minute. Hey, Reno. How you doing? I'm really hungry now. All I had was that stupid porridge this morning, but it was all I could manage. No, Nev! Don't you dare! Especially when the ad's running. This place is gonna think I'm an absolute psycho. Ah, Nev! Why would you do that? Hi, Miss Place. Please ignore Nev. He's being a weirdo. We waited for you. I didn't say anything. Nev's just being weird. He's the resident weirdo. Don't worry. Ignore him. Nothing like that is going on here. He's just being weird. What I was trying to say is the children that my partner have are not genetically mine. I am a step-parent. I am not a parent in the sense of I've pushed something out my floof. That is not the best way to phrase it, but I don't know how else to phrase it. So that's what you're getting. Anyway. Yeah, so they're my kids, but they're not my kids. I'm in that weird situation. I'm just glad that they like me. Because they could turn around and go, ugh, her again. Every time they don't, thankfully. They actually like me. Which is nice. We get along quite well. We play board games. I've shown the eldest how to play Robot Wars Arenas of Destruction. Because that's fun. Because he's obsessed with Robot Wars. But yeah, we have fun. We play, we chill. I hate sitting doing homework with them, but, you know, I'll do what has to be done. But we have a good time. They're pretty good. And, yeah, every time I walk through the door, I have to be really careful, because they, like, Leroy jump at me, and the amount of times they've nearly knocked me over. And they're getting big now. The eldest is taller than me now. Which is scary, because he's 13. He's only just become a teenager, and he's taller than me. And I'm like 5'7", all right? I'm not like tiny. I'm fairly tiny, but... And yeah, he's already taller than me. And the youngest is catching as well. He's shorter than me, but not by much. The pair of them are going to be lanky little shits, I swear. They're both going to be like 6 foot. Easily. By the time they're going to take after my partner's half-brothers, I reckon. Because they're really tall and lanky. So, as I keep telling them, I know who's getting the stuff off the high shelves that I can't reach. Because, yeah, they're stretching out. They're, like, getting really... Yeah, I am going to be a tiny midget stepmom. Yeah, basically. Hi, Oscar. It's P51D. Sorry, just had to double check because brain fart. But yeah, the kids are getting a lot bigger now. So when they bombard me when I come through the door, it's a bit more dangerous now. They're pretty good though. They're pretty good. But yeah, no, I love them to bits. They're lovely. They're coming along. They've obviously got issues. We're dealing with it. Not gonna go into all the details of all that. But no, they're good kids. They're good kids. So I'm just glad they don't hate me, especially when I have to be the bad cop. I hate being bad cop, but I have to go in and do it. I'd be like, right, I've heard from your father, you've been naughty. It's just... I have to do the timeouts and stuff. I hate doing that, but they gotta have boundaries, so... Most of the time I just sit down with them and I'm like, look, yo, what happened? Let's talk about it, you know. They at least do talk to me about stuff. So... Shut up! Stop this rubbish with the cage bollocks! Shut up! That does... No! Stop it! You make me sound awful! You made me sound like the principal from Matilda! Oh my god! Stop it!
Keep the pressure on. Victory.
I'm not mean like that! I try and be nice. I try. I'm like the negotiator going in, alright? I try and negotiate and I try and deal with things fairly. Oh, oh, don't. Otherwise the kids, oh, they like to kick each other. We have fights over the sofa. It's really annoying. Because the eldest is getting so long. Oh my god, yeah, that's the name, yeah. Yeah, he keeps trying to stretch out, so he ends up like, he's long enough to get across the entire sofa now. It's like an accordion, I swear. Anyway, the little one wants to sit. They can't, like, share a blanket anymore because they're both so lanky. So we're actually looking at getting an extra sofa, just so that one can lank out on one and the other can stretch, because it's a nightmare otherwise. And then Josh and I have to sit at the kitchen table. Because we can't sit on the sofa because there's two stretched out children on it. So, oh, it's annoying. I see a shadow. Have a good one. Stay safe. But yeah, we're thinking about getting one of those sofas where it's got like the extra bit in front of one seat where you can like stretch out on it and then still have the rest of the sofa free. We're gonna probably do that. Then that one kid is in one section and then the other kid can stretch over two seat bits. And then have the extra sofa for extra people. Does that make sense? This is not medieval times, Hannah. Not like that. Not like that. Ah! I've lost control. Can I have my pilot back after he's vomited from all the G-force? When he's done throwing chunks. You guys make it sound awful. You make me sound like the worst mum in brackets ever. Oh. I'm trying to do my best, alright? Oh, yes, the Philips razors. Yeah, I have a very male-heavy audience, so I was like, razors, you guys need those, don't you? Yeah, I'm on a few websites, and I get reached out to by brands. So that's how that happened, basically. I've played Fortnite a little bit as well. So, and I know you guys too. Who doesn't want to jump onto a giant hairy man and fight with a razor blade while on top of them? Right? I'm sure somebody's had that as a wish. Question mark. So take care of your beard hair in one hand and play Fortnite on the other. Why not? Yeah. Yeah, I have a very male-dominated audience. The Razor brand is supposed to be good from what I've heard, so it made sense to, you know. And I've played a little bit of Fortnite. I do get some weird brands. Granted, I have a very strict set of criteria, though, that I follow, and if it doesn't meet those, I don't accept offers. So, but yeah. Oh, yeah, I buy men's razors. Yeah, I don't buy the... I don't bother with the ladies' ones. I don't see the point. Honestly. I just buy the bloke ones. They're cheaper, and I sometimes think the blades are actually a little bit better on them. That may just be me in my head, but... I do that. I have to shave. I don't want to say I'm hairy because I'm not like ridiculously hairy, but I do get a bit of hair on my arms and my chin. And yeah, so I like to tidy that up. Oh, the pink. I don't get the obsession with pink. I hate it. I mean, I'm not like someone who I had Barbies as a kid, okay? I get the pink thing for the people that are really into that. I didn't buy Barbie for the Barbie. I bought Barbie for the horses, okay? If it was a Barbie set with a horse, I had it. I played with the horse. Barbie stayed in the stable. The horse got played with. I'm not a girly girl, alright? I could appreciate a nice looking dress, but I'm not gonna have 4,000 pairs of shoes, alright? That's just not me. I like my practical wedges and my flats. I don't care about weird, crazy heels. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, I played with Polly Pockets and other little things, but like, I don't know. I never liked makeup or any of that stuff. I just like comfortable baggy clothes, just chill, do my thing, you know? I got really into like airplanes, simulation stuff, strategy games, history. I'd say my interests are probably a little more on the masculine end of things, generally speaking, but I don't give a fuck. Like, do whatever you want to do, as far as I'm concerned. You gonna go play some piano? No worries, Ariel, have fun. I just do whatever. I mean, I went horse riding. I did sports. I mean, I played rugby. I played football until I got banned from it, but that's a whole other story. There was an issue with people getting hit in the nuts on the regular, and I didn't do it on purpose. It was purely an accident. I am a nut magnet, and I don't know why. Whenever I play football, nuts get hurt. And it's not intentional, I swear. But the last straw was me kicking a ball about three quarters down the pitch and then hitting the goalkeeper in the nuts, and he didn't have any protection on. So they politely said, look, can you withdraw? Because we're going to have to ban you otherwise, because there's been a few too many accidents and the parents are now asking questions. I was like, okay, I'll stop playing football. Can I still do hockey and rugby? They were like, yep, that's fine. But yeah, I have a habit of hitting people in the nuts when I play football, and I don't know why. A them problem, yeah. As I say, it wasn't on purpose. It really wasn't. I did this to Josh as well by accident. Him and I went out and played football with the kids. I kicked the ball. My shoe flew off, and the football landed. You know where? I had to drag him indoors to his parents, and they were like, "What happened?" I was like, "I'm very sorry, but your son has taken a spherical to the sphericals." And he's limping a little bit. He'll be fine in a few minutes when the circulation kicks back in. I had to explain to him it wasn't on purpose. We were just playing around. But yeah, that was slightly embarrassing. Yeah, it's like me in FPS games. Yeah, my aim tends to slowly gravitate towards the cross. Yeah, I've done that a lot as well. I really need to stop. I don't know if I just have a thing for that or what, but anyway. I have aim issues, okay? We're gonna put it down to that, alright? I have aim issues. Just be glad the aircrafts don't have schlongs, okay? Because otherwise we all know what I'd be hitting. Yeah. So, yeah. And then there was a time I nearly speared my instructor doing javelin throw, which some of the guys know about. Thankfully, I didn't end up on the 9 o'clock news. Because that would have been bad. Yeah, but no, hockey was alright. I had a couple of bad accidents with hockey. It wasn't too bad, though. It was mostly people being stupid idiots. Career as a missile launch. Hi, Stag. Oh, what? About the spearing incident? Do you want to know about it? I'm happy to explain. Do you want to know about the time I nearly speared my instructor? I have talked about this on the channel before, but for the guys that don't know about it, I'm happy to quickly run it down. You do? Okay, right. So I used to do athletics, okay? And I went to an athletics club to do this. There was a variety of activities, the idea being to keep the children busy in the summer. And then they also had their year-round thing that they did, which I was also involved in. Okay? And, basically, we were doing the summertime bit outside of the normal stuff. And, yeah, there's a selection of stuff they did. They did hurdles, sprints, high jump, long jump, yada yada, right? I was really good at hammer throw, personally. That was my thing. So hammer throw was the thing I was really good at. I was okay at high jump. I was fucking god-awful at hurdles, to the point where I had 5 of them wrapped around my ankles one time, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah, so we were doing javelin, okay? Now, we weren't doing the little foam shitty things, okay? We're talking the proper big metal-weighted competition ones, okay? We were using those. I managed to bonk myself on the back of the head with one of those. Trust me, do not do it. It fucking hurts. But anyway, so yeah, we're using the big metal competition ones. Some of you will know what I'm on about. And yeah, because of the group I was in, that's what we were doing. Anyway, my instructor was out in the field. You know how the fields are laid out where you look down there and then it's all like got lines across and you've got the measurements, yada yada. Anyway, bloke, my instructor is a gobby little shit. We'll put it that way. Nice bloke, don't get me wrong, but he liked to antagonize you. That was his thing. Yes, an actual, yes, with the shiny tip and everything. Yep. Yeah, you can see where this is going. So, anyway, so he liked to egg you on. Oh, is there a fucking ad? God dang it. Ah! Okay, we're gonna hang on a second, guys. Wait a minute. Hang on. We'll wait. We're just about to get to the good bit. God dang it. Alright, it's fine. I'm waiting. It's okay. Story time was getting good. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, Stag. Just having a break a second because some ads rolling on some platform. Ads, yeah, tell me when you're all back. It might still be running for a couple of people. Hi, War Hayden. Hope you're doing okay today. Ended? Right, you can all hear me? Okay. Yeah, so anyway, so this guy, as I said, cocky little shit. He liked to egg you on, okay? I'm not playing any more matches. I'm done for today. I'm swapping game in a second, War. Sorry. We're just having a story time about the time I nearly speared my instructor. Right. Sorry for the break, guys. So, yeah. So, this guy's down the field, okay? You know how the arenas look. The big, long, oval, squashed egg-shaped thing, right? Big grass area in the middle, okay? We have the platform and then the run-up area. You know what the track's like normally. You know that kind of material. Anyway, you run up, for anyone that doesn't know how javelin works. You run up, there's a line, and at that point you've got to lob it, okay? And not cross the line. Okay? So, instructors there. There's a queue of us. People throw. Guys egging them on. People are, like, miles off. The thing is, though, he's not off to the side, okay? He's actually in the middle of the fucking field, okay? He's, like, stood dead in the line of fire, okay? There's health and safety for a reason, and I think he realized this after this. Anyway, the point being is he's right in the line, like the middle, okay? He's egging people on, he's a decent way out. People are throwing, they're not hitting the distance, okay? So he's just like, it's okay, you can do better than that, right? Typical, you know, egging you on kind of stuff. Okay? Right. Anyway, my turn. My turn comes. I have my javelin, sort my grip out. I run up, hit the line, throw it. I throw it nice and straight. It's all looking good. And then it's not looking so good. And you know why it's not looking so good? Because me and the instructor have got eye contact and we both look up at the javelin. And it's going quite far. And it goes further. And it goes further. And it goes further. And then it starts curving down off its arc. And him and I both have realizations. That thing's going a lot further than neither him or I anticipated. And as I say, it is exactly squared up with him. Hi, Adam, how you doing? That's so good. Hi, Connor. So yeah, so him and I glance at each other and he's looking at this thing flying down. And I'm like, it's gonna hit you, dude. You need to move. I like in my head. And then he had the same realization. And it's coming down and it's getting quicker because it's going down on the firing arc. And so he started backing up. Why he didn't dive off to the left or right, I don't know. But I think because he was so panicked. And he didn't want to stop staring at it. He starts walking a few steps back to try and avoid it. Anyway, I shit you not, when it hit the ground, okay, it landed right between his legs. Right between his fucking legs. It was inches away from missing his crotch. I kid you not. He like I said, he backed up a few steps when, like I say, it was coming down. You gotta bear in mind, right? Those things fly pretty fast, okay? So you don't have a massive amount of time. Once that starts coming down off its firing arc, you do not have long. Which is why he only got a few steps back. But I'm bloody glad he did! Why he didn't dive off to the left or right, I don't know. As I say, will always be a mystery. I guess the hyperfocus and scaredness kicking in for both of us. But yeah, it landed square between his legs. Right between his legs. I missed that guy's nuts and chest. If he hadn't moved, I would have speared him. It would have 100% just gone straight through him. The terror on his face and my face. Everybody at the back of the class completely quiet after that. He'd probably shat himself, I don't know, but you could see it on his face. He was scared like crazy. He stopped gobbing off after that. He was really gobby just as I was releasing it. Come on, you could do better. Anyway, yeah, I got it square between his legs. He moved to the side after that. I shouldn't laugh. At the time, it was not funny at all, because I would have been on the 9 o'clock news for murder. But yeah, this happened. This genuinely happened, and I was so fucking scared shitless. I should have refused to throw it. Really. But I was technically under 18. This guy should have known better. I mean, I did throw it with some whack. I didn't expect it to go quite that far, but I did throw it with some whack. But I obviously overshot his estimates as well as mine. But yeah, he moved off to the side. I didn't throw again. I went right to the back of the queue and let everybody waste their time. And then thankfully a break was called. But yeah, he was shitting himself. He absolutely shat himself. I went home, I never told my parents about it, because I was like, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. I mean, if it had happened, as I say, I was a minor, he was the one in the line of fire, he should have known health and safety, it's there for a reason, so... I might not have got in trouble, I don't know, but I'd rather not find out, okay? Sparing your instructor's not a good thing. Yeah, there's a reason javelins are used as yeah, I mean, there were whole cultures that use javelins as like, key weaponry, and with good reason. They can do a lot of damage. They can do a lot of damage. And, you know, I'm someone that was just, you know, holidays and evening sessions. Because throws was my thing. I say hammer throw was what I was best at. But, yeah, we all scared each other shitless after that one. That one was not a good incident. But yeah, I managed to avoid stabbing my instructor. Not by much, though. As I say, a couple of inches makes all the difference. That would have been a very different scenario, and the police and the emergency services would have been there. Thankfully, we avoided it. As I say, I don't get why the guy didn't fucking dive off to the left or right. That would have been, as I say, he was hyper-focused on it. You don't have much time to act. It was probably, like, fight or flight kicking in, because that's how I was feeling. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, the velocity in the way. As I say, it's all good and well you throwing it hard, right? But, like I said, when that starts coming down, and then the weight kicks on top of the velocity, it will really move. It whips up really fast. As I say, you don't have much time to react when that starts coming down. I'm not doing any customs, Connor. Sorry, I'm about to switch game. Thanks for the invite, though. But yeah. When a javelin comes back down, it's you do not have much time. You do not have much time. Which is why, like I say, he only got a few steps back before it landed. I'm just glad he didn't trip. Because if he'd have tripped, and it was right where he was, game over. He wouldn't have gotten away. At that point, all you could do is roll. But that would involve taking your eye off of it. And hoping you don't roll into the destination. Which is a liability. Thankfully, this thing was very squarely lined up. Well, it's not good it was squarely lined up, because it obviously put him in the line of fire, but I kind of wish there was a crosswind that could have blown it over a bit. But there wasn't. Which made aiming it easier. I didn't intend, alright? I never intended for it to land exactly on him, okay? I want to be abundantly clear about that. I was just trying to throw as best I could, okay? But, yeah, my best was a bit too good on that occasion. I'll say, I can laugh about it in hindsight, but at the time it was not funny. At all. It was not funny. So, yeah. It was scary, man. It was so scary. I mean, I've had some bad accidents, you know, horse riding and all this stuff, but that was probably the most lethal incident I was ever involved in. Thankfully, no one got hurt. Just a bit scared and possibly a few pants got pooped, but it was not good. It was not good. Anyway, I'm gonna swap game, guys. Sorry for the ramble, but yeah, that's the, that's Javelin Gate for you. But yeah, no, that was proper scary when that happened. Right, let me BRB. I'm gonna swap everything over. We're gonna go manage a Wild West saloon, okay? I don't main a particular nation, nah. I mix and match. I just do a bit of everything because I feel like it. I do a bit of everything because I can, you know. Yeah, it's just fun. I mix and match. I mean, I started out with the British set for planes, but I've migrated out and played a bit of everything. In terms of performance, I probably play best with the American and Soviet set, I'd say, but yeah, I flip-flop everything, basically. I'm very flexible and chill. Yeah, I mean, if you want a simple set that's got nothing too crazy or fancy, like the US set, you can't really go too wrong with. Ammo management is important for, the Soviet set. I'd recommend splitting your ammos across if you're gonna do that, because then you can manage your ammo and your reloads better, and that will make your survivability a bit better. If you want boom and zoom, Germany's quite good. So yeah, it just really depends. But honestly, there's nothing wrong with flip-flopping. Flip-flopping can be good. There's a lot you can get from mix and matching. So it can be worth it. Because you'll learn a lot about what you're coming up against, and that can be really, really advantageous, so... right, give me a couple of minutes. Guys, I'm just gonna swap everything over. We'll go play Saloon Simulator. I don't think I have a screen. I don't have... Oh, no, I do. I did. I made a thumbnail for it. Good. I thought I had, and then I lost it. But I found it. Okay. Right. Let me just BRB 2 minutes. We'll go play Saloon Sim, and then maybe we'll do some Uma Musume. Alright, for the new update stuff. So, back in a minute, guys. I won't be long.